Excuse me, Mr. Seymour. You seem a nice man, but you're a terrible liar.
Excuse me back, Detective Lady. I'm a terrific liar.
We're supposed to keep tabs on a possible major strong-arm guy, and you want us to do it in open cars?
Excuse me, ladies, would you mind getting out of your car?
It's gonna be a monster. I can feel it in my kishkis.
In your what?
So you tell me, dear, why would I burn down my own factory?
How's business, Mr. Seymour?
Don't ask.
Cream, 2 sugars.
Thank you. You got such a punim. You know what a punim is?
Yes, sir, thank you.
I am asking, Mr. Seymour. How's business?
For 25 years, stocks go up, hemlines go up. Stocks down, hemlines down. It was easy. Well, not so easy. Now there's minis and maxis, above the knee, below the knee. Who can guess this Michigan of business?
So this nice, convenient fire solved a lot of your problems.
Nice. The insurance company, those gunniffs, don't pay off without the say-so I didn't do it. And now you two ladies are giving me the 3rd degree. Nice. Very nice.
What my partner is saying, sir, is that eventually you will get the money.
And you think money's gonna do it? Money makes up for 43 years of sweat and blood?
Mr. Seymour, the fire department says it was definitely arson.
Why should I do such a thing? I had a wonderful line coming out.
Well, if you didn't do it, who did?
I don't know.
Excuse me, Mr. Seymour. You seem a nice man, but you're a terrible liar.
Excuse me back, Detective Lady. I'm a terrific liar. I've been in the schmutter business for 43 years.
Okay, Mr. Seymour. You are not lying. You don't know who it is. But you have a pretty good suspicion. Am I right?
Who are you protecting, Mr. Seymour?
You know I got great-grandchildren? 2 already. And 8 grandchildren. All from 3 daughters and a wife. Who am I protecting? A business you can rebuild. Family. If I tell you the name, that's the end of the story. I don't sign nothing. I don't go testify. Otherwise, I came into this world with nothing. I can go out the same way.
He claims that some company called Ashland Trucking has been trying to take over the delivery business of the whole garment district. No one's saying anything outright, but 3 fires later, they're getting the idea.
It looks like there could be something to it, sir. Nelson Ashland's been in the business a little over a year now. He already gobbled up a good chunk of the trade, and nobody wants to say how.
Organized crime?
Well, we ran the name past OCCB, but they've never heard of him.
So all you got is a situation that smells hinky and a story from the Seymour character. He doesn't want to cooperate?
If he gave us the name, that's all he's got. Plus, he's an old man. He wants to retire and spend some more time with his great-grandchildren.
Oh, what do you want from me?
24-hour surveillance on Nelson Ashland.
Well, come on, Cagney. That's 3 sets of detectives, 6 men off the duty roster on the word of a man who may be covering up his own handiwork.
I believe him.
So do I, sir.
All right, so I'll think about it. In the meantime, if I recall, you two are still bringing up the rear of this squad when it comes to paperwork. I figure you got 45 minutes till shift change. How about it?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Well,
Oh, yeah. I'll talk to Nelman about the surveillance.
thank you, Lieutenant.
Your sergeant's exam. Coleman, you'll make book on anything, won't you?
Come on, LaGuardia, it's a natural. You have Petrie going out at 3-2. He's the odds-on favorite.
What about Cagney and Lacey?
Got them both at 4-1. No way 2 women from the same squad are going to make sergeant. The way I figure one sort of offsets the other, you know?
What about me?
7-1.
7-1? What, are you kidding?
Takes more than a pretty face, is Becky.
Obviously, if you made it.
Sticks and stones is Becky. Sticks and stones. Want to put your money where your mouth is?
Well, not at those odds. It's ridiculous. It's insulting. Yeah, I've got as good a chance as Cagney and Lacey.
Hey. Let me get this straight. Are you saying that if I give you 4-1, you'll bet?
Careful, Victor.
It's okay, LaGuardia. 4-1.
As opposed to 7-1, right? Hey, Miss Becky, you drive a hard bargain. But I guess you're right. You know what's fair is fair. What do you want, 10 bucks worth?
Make it 50.
That's why he's 7-1.
Oh, hi, Christine. Where's Mary Beth?
Harvey, what are you doing here?
I can't talk to you now. Where's Mary Beth?
She's over in the records file.
Thank you. Hey, you.
What's Harvey doing here?
I don't know, but he's wearing a suit. He only wears suits to funerals. Probably wasn't a close friend.
Ernie.
Yeah?
He's been joking with me, 6 years about me getting out of manual labor into real money.
Yeah.
Only he doesn't mean it because he doesn't think I can do anything else. Only now I put together this contracting thing. I prove myself. So we've been talking. Today, he puts it on the line. I start Monday.
Oh, Harv, that's wonderful. Wonderful. Harv, what do you know about tax shelters?
I'm a businessman, Mary Beth. It's business. I mean, Ernie isn't exactly Albert Einstein, you know. I mean, if he can do it and make that kind of money, why not me?
Why not?
Hey, Chris, how are you?
Hi, Mr. Lacey.
How's your pop?
Fine.
How's it look? Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Harv, you notice how much this wine is on the menu?
A night to be extravagant. In fact, Mary Beth, I'll tell you what.
What?
Make a wish.
A wish? What kind of a wish?
Something you always wanted, but we couldn't afford.
Harv, I don't need anything.
I want to buy you a present.
Oh, honey.
I mean it. Tell me something I can buy you. A present, a big one. Come on. You got something. Tell me.
A new refrigerator.
Oh, man.
Harvey, we need a new refrigerator.
I don't want something that we need. I want something you want.
Okay. How about... No, it's too much.
What is it? Tell me, what is it too much?
Engagement ring. I never really cared, Harv, you know, because the wedding ring was plenty, but something I always wanted, the engagement ring. A small one.
To the lady who is still my fiancée.
You should see the size of the office that he's gonna get. Well, the office is not so big, but the desk he's got the size of a squad car.
Oh, it sounds so terrific. So you guys gonna celebrate this weekend?
I don't know. Muriel's taking the kids for Saturday, so we'll probably do the usual, you know.
Mary Beth.
What?
Been a long time since the old folks had a Saturday alone together, huh?
No, not that, Christine. Might do that, too. But probably we'll just go for a drive.
That's okay. So where are you going? Where to?
Nowhere, it's just a drive. Your Hop likes to drive, and sometimes we stop and look at houses.
But you're not going anywhere.
Well, you never just get in the car and drive?
No, I think that's very boring. It's like window shopping.
Oh, come on, Christine. I've seen you window shop.
Only when I'm trying to kill time. Otherwise, I figure out what it is I want, and then I set out to find it.
Well, we stop and look at houses, and then we imagine if we lived there, you know.
I think that'd be very frustrating.
You never look at a dress and then imagine what it'd be like on?
Sure I do. If I like it, I buy it.
That's the difference between you and me, Christine.
What, patience?
Money.
Oh, that's very good, Mary Beth. Almost a joke. We gotta run. We have 2 more witnesses, and Samuels wants us back by 3.
Not a joke.
24-hour surveillance starting Monday morning. Cagney Lacey caught the case, so they're in charge. You report to them, and they'll report to me every day, because I want to know everything that this Nelson Ashland does and everyone that he sees.
Wiretap?
No, we haven't got enough for a court order.
What kind of vehicles do we get?
Regular, unmarked squad cars.
Lieutenant, we're supposed to keep tabs on a possible major strong-arm guy, and you want us to do it in open cars?
You just used the word yourself, Cagney. Possible. This is the best that I can get out of Nelman with a possible. You give me a probable or even a very likely, and then I'll get you the whole shooting match. Until then, you got squad cars. That's it. Questions?
How long, sir?
If you don't turn anything up in a week, I'm going to have to take a long and hard look.
Who's got what shift?
Cagney and Lacey make the assignments.
We'll take graveyard.
Fighting with the wife again, Marty.
Could you do this somewhere else? Some of us still got work to do here.
Yes, sir.
And, as you know, we are back in the dining room again.
Can you see it, Hop? Having a real dining room. There's candelabras on the table. I'm ladling soup from a tureen.
Be nice.
Nice.
Place is well built.
Well, thank you. It's a lovely home, Mrs. Hawkins.
No, I've always wanted my own workshop.
It just came on the market this week. Believe me, it's not going to stay around long.
I'm sure it won't. Thank you.
What are the terms?
Oh, well, it's all right here on the offer sheet. The first mortgage is assumable, and with, say, 20% down, the second is very reasonable.
What's the monthly payment?
Well, depending on the down and the interest rate on the second, it would be somewhere between this figure and this one.
Thank you very much.
Hold on a minute, Mary Beth. Could I talk to my wife?
Oh, of course.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
You like the house?
No, I don't like the house. It's a wonderful house, of course.
I like it too, a lot.
Hop, we can't afford this house.
I know it's a stretch, Mary Beth, but with the new job, the tax break we get, I think we could almost do it.
You mean it?
Yes.
Are you serious?
You want me to buy your house?
This
Johnny?
house here?
Yes.
This house right here? Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. I don't want to move.
Quit, Belly. I can finish your breakfast.
If I change schools, I'm not going to be eligible for basketball.
Nobody said we're moving yet.
All my friends are here.
He means Julie Knight.
Keep it up, Ronan. I'm going to kill you.
Hey, what kind of talk is that? Bob Jr., I need to pick up 1.5 pounds of ground beef for dinner after school.
I've got practice. How come Michael never has to?
Because I'm not old enough.
Whoever goes can pick out dessert, all right?
Hi, guys. Hi, baby.
Oh, honey. Oh, look at you. You look... I didn't know the word for it.
You like it?
Yeah.
Pretty good for off the rack, huh?
Yeah.
I think you look funny.
You do, huh? Well, get used to it, kiddo. Your father's in a big time.
Oh, handsomer.
Handsomer?
That's the word. Handsomer. You were always handsome, but now you're handsomer.
I gotta go.
Yeah. I'll be thinking about you.
Okay.
Honey, you forgot to...
Oh, what is that?
Nothing, never mind. I made lunch for you.
Expense account, Mary
Expense
Beth.
account.
See you.
Do good.
See you guys tonight.
Okay, which one is going? Decide what's fair.
I'll go.
Yeah? All of a sudden you're old enough, huh?
Do you think Ashland's ever gonna go to work?
I don't know, Chris. But I got a couple extra BLT on whole wheat. If you're interested for later.
Oh, thanks. You know, Mary Beth, your house sounds really wonderful.
Oh, it is. It's got this little room in the back that Harvey's gonna put in a skylight for me. I could grow flowers all year long. I mean, it's nothing like Ashland's place here, but it'd be nice for the four of us.
Well, what do you want with a white elephant like that? All you'd have to do is wash windows all day long. Look at the lawn. I'm telling you, if that isn't AstroTurf, Ashland spends every weekend behind a lawnmower.
You making fun of me?
Oh.
It sounds like you're making fun of the house I want. I mean, it may not be a big deal to you, Christine.
I'm not making fun of your house. I was just giving you the downside to ownership. I mean, look, their property taxes, maintenance.
Well, that's very easy for you to say, Christine. You own your loft.
Exactly. That's I
You
know.
always
what
owned the house you lived in.
That isn't true. When I went away to college, I did not. When I lived with Charlie, I did not.
Oh, yeah, when you were waiting for your trust fund to come in. No, I'm sorry, Christine. No offense, but you don't know what you're talking about.
Well, on the contrary, Mary Beth, I do know what I'm talking about. That's why I'm trying to advise you.
Now, let me
there are
tell
two
you
sides
something.
to
There's
ownership.
one thing about this country. When you're growing up, they make promises to you. I mean, nobody says them, but when you're a little girl, they promise that you're going to grow up and you're going to find a terrific man and you're going to have terrific children. You're going to settle down in a nice, terrific house somewhere, a house you own. I know nobody says it, Christine, but I've been feeling cheated all my life because I couldn't afford a house.
Well, that's stupid, Mary Beth. I've never had a husband. I've never had children. I do not feel cheated. My life is fine.
By choice, Christine, which is the important thing. I mean, a house, the owning of something like that. People like Harvey and me, there's almost not a choice anymore. Only now we got one. I don't know. It's the American dream, right? It's important to me.
Well, I'm happy for you, Mary Beth. I really am. And I'm sure you have a nice house.
If we get it. I mean, we still have to work the price down. We have to get a second... Christine?
Excuse me, ladies, would you mind getting out of your car?
Officer, we're detectives Cagney and Lacey, 14th Squad, New York City. I will reach into my pocketbook to get my ID. My partner will get out of the car, and I will place my ID on the seat for your inspection.
Right-hand pocket. We're staking out someone in that house over there.
Mr. Ashland?
You know him?
He's the one who called. He thought maybe you were casing the place, planning a burglary.
Good morning, Mr. Ashland.
Thank you, officers.
Oh, Lord.
Cross, I want to talk to you.
Embarrassing, Lieutenant. Two Nassau uniforms laughing at us like we're a couple of Keystone cops. Now, we gotta have bands or something.
Cagney, I told you already, I cannot go to Nelman for more on the basis of an unsubstantiated hunch. Now, give me some ammunition. You still got a couple of days. Come on upstairs, I want to talk to you.
Want to try Mr. Seymour? Maybe he changed his mind.
Sure. You're the one with the nice punum.
I call it the Mr. Woman's haberdashery look. I woke up one morning and saw the whole line in my head. Pretty nifty, huh?
Mr. Seymour, you told us you were retiring.
What can I tell you? Harvey Holscher calls, says he's shucking the whole thing going to Miami Beach. He'll give me a deal on this place if I come in lickety-split. So, Frida's frocks is back in business.
So your wife said.
Mr. Seymour, you haven't even collected on your insurance yet.
Don't worry. Don't worry, I will. I have a little something in the bank, so I'm back in the game. I already got orders from two of the biggest chains in the country.
You can do it that fast.
That's the beauty of the schmutter business. A few $1,000s, a couple of designs, and a good name, you're in business. The fabrics go to the cutting service. The cut fabrics go to my sewing contractor. His people send me the finished dresses, and the shipping contractor picks them up. All done on a handshake. a wonderful country America.
That easy, huh?
And next month, I may be taking out a second and third mortgage on my house.
You do that?
When you want something, you do what you gotta do. Otherwise, nobody's gonna give it to you.
Mr. Seymour, tell me something. This time, are you going to use Ashland Trucking Company?
Who knows? I'll look them all over. That's a nice coat.
Thank you.
You mind if I ask you how much you paid for it?
Mr. Seymour, we need your help. If you'd sign this statement, we
You,
could
if
get
you'll
authorization.
excuse me, need something a little more stylish. Camel's hair, maybe.
Mr. Seymour, the way my partner and I see it, you got two choices. Either you give in and you hire the, what do you call it, the gonifs, thieves, right? Which is hard to picture for you. The son of a man whose wife tells us works as a cutter every day of his life, even after his son could well afford to support him in retirement. Or else you go up against Nelson Ashland again.
In which case, you'll be asking for another fire, or worse. So, Mr. Seymour, oh, you ask him.
Please, sir. He's a remarkable man. 71 years old.
71?
Yeah, and he's excited like a kid over starting up again. Anyway, now we got him as a registered confidential informant, and Lieutenant's gonna try and get us everything. 2 surveillance teams, 12 detectives, vans, and a whole bunch of wiretaps, and Christine is all hacked off because it's part of the deal I made with Mr. Seymour. I promised that we would be the ones to personally watch his place, which means that Petrie gets to lead up the team that's tailing Nelson Ashland. Anyway, she's so competitive, you know. Are you listening to me?
Sure. That is terrific, babe.
How come you're sitting there smirking like you know something?
Me, I don't know nothing. Oh, by the way, do you know that you had dinner with a very rich man tonight?
Huh?
Yep. Yeah, I closed my first deal today.
Oh!
I don't know how the guarantee comes off the commission, but either way, it is a nice piece of change.
Told me it was gonna take a while.
Ernie says he doesn't believe it. I'm telling you, Mary Beth, this stuff is easy. I mean, I learn a couple of catchwords and bang, these people sit around and listen to me like I'm doing magic tricks.
Rich person, huh?
That's me.
Did I ever tell you I have this thing for wheeler dealers?
I didn't tell you the best part. There is this guy named Foster. He is about to confirm tomorrow an even bigger deal.
Oh. You know what I think?
What do you think?
I think that this calls for a proper celebration. You want to join me in the bedroom?
Oh, gee, I wish I could, Mary Beth, but I got to finish my paperwork.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it going to take long?
Well, when I'm done, I'm done. Why don't you go in now, and I'll join you later. Okay?
I might be asleep.
Well, I'll be quiet so I won't wake you.
Harv, if you want to wake me, wake me. It's okay.
Good night.
Did you get him?
Yeah. If we had wiretaps, we'd know who we were taking pictures of. This is so stupid, getting shots of everyone who goes through Seymour's building.
One more piece of evidence. That's what the lieutenant said. And Nelma's going to have to give us the right equipment. Want a coffee?
No, it might keep me awake.
Bob closed his first deal yesterday. Got another suit, 3-piecer with a vest. What?
No, it's nice. I don't know, it's just hard to picture Harvey in a 3-piece suit.
Boy.
I don't know. Doesn't fit. You know, I mean, some men it fits, but... Oh, Harv. I just can't see him in a 3-piece suit.
You know what I think? I think you got a prejudice against men who are blue-collar, Christine.
Oh, come on, Meredith, that is ridiculous.
Yeah? Have you ever dated one? In the last 10 years, have you ever gone out with a man who did not graduate from college?
I don't remember.
I rest my case.
That does not mean I'm prejudiced.
I'm not making a value judgment here, Christine. I'm simply pointing out an observation, that's all.
Right. So did you make another offer on the house? Mary Beth? Did they accept?
I'm very superstitious about things like this, Christine. Okay, we got 60 days, and I'm going crazy every night looking at mortgage rates.
Oh, that's terrific.
No, it didn't happen yet, and it could fall through, and I don't want to talk about it anymore, okay?
Okay.
so excited about anything since Michael was born. What are you doing?
Taking a picture of my partner.
They're going to develop that in the police lab.
They can't take a joke. To hell with them.
Stop that.
I don't see anything hinky in all of this. You?
With due respect, sir, if you knew you were under surveillance, would you do anything incriminating, sir?
On the other hand, there's not been one torch job in the garment district through this whole time either.
Yeah, but this can't go on indefinitely, Cagney. Crime hasn't stopped in the street just because we got a hard case. I got new business coming through that door every hour.
Well, let me show you one odd situation, Lieutenant. Now, that's Monday, 1 p.m. at the 12 Months restaurant. It's a big deal 3-martini business lunch. Ashland puts it away pretty well, right through a big dessert and coffee. He left at 2:45, and then, just 20 minutes later, he goes to another restaurant. He stops at the Cup of Coffee coffee shop, 16th and 7th, reads the afternoon paper, and has another cup of coffee.
You talk to anybody?
Closest one to him was 2 stools away. Stayed 10 minutes, then he went back to his office.
And that's his only break from routine all week.
Anybody? Okay, LaGuardia, finish cataloging these pictures, and Pappas, I want to see the master DD files on my desk tomorrow morning.
Lieutenant! Lieutenant, you can't drop this investigation.
Look, a cigarette stand gets knocked over for 80 bucks, all right? That man has as much right to a detective hot on his case as anybody in the garment district does. Probably more because he's at least willing to cooperate.
Nelson Ashland is dirty, and everything Aaron Seymour said is true.
Well, you believe that. I believe that, too. But we don't have one shred of evidence here.
Excuse me, Bert. I think we have something. This photo in the coffee shop, this fellow here. I kept thinking he looked familiar. Coleman thinks so, too.
Yeah, you remember that commission on organized crime a few years ago? Took the fifth the whole day long. He's got a record as long as your arm.
Including arson. Just can't think of his name. Fenton or...
It's Faraday or something.
No, it isn't. It's Fennedy.
Fennedy.
Frank
That's it.
Fennedy. 10 to 1, Ashland left the paper, and Fennedy picked it up. Now that girl. All right.
All right.
Good. Fine.
Deputy Inspector Melman, please.
10 to 1.
Lieutenant Samuels.
Anybody?
Small guy in a checkered sport coat. I think he's going to the tailor on the first floor. So how's it going?
I can't study with this music blasting in my ear, George. Hey, George. We have to have this music blasting.
If I cut out the monitor, you won't be able to hear anything else that's going on up there.
I love it. 71 years old and he's into country western music.
Hey, Victor, where are you going?
Lunch.
It's almost 5.
Well, I don't plan to eat.
Wait.
Hey, Bonbon's got a free hour.
We take over stakeout on Fennedy at 6:30.
Hey, what do you think I am, an amateur? I'll be there in plenty of time.
Is music getting to you?
No, it's this. Proceedings upon felony complaint from arraignment thereon through deposition thereof. I mean, who understands this stuff? Well, you probably understand it. You think Coleman understands that stuff?
The test was probably easier when Coleman made sergeant.
Sure.
Yes? Can I help you?
I'm looking for Aaron Seymour.
I'm Seymour. What can I do for you?
Mr. Seymour, I represent Ashland Trucking.
Here we
I'd
go.
like to talk to you about your shipping needs for your new line that you're coming out with.
All I'm trying to get at, Mr. Seymour, is are you going to give in or not?
Now, let me ask you smart ladies something. You ever notice how shoddy the tailoring is on most women's suits?
Beg pardon?
Now, take men's suits. Little hand stitching here, little extra tailoring there. That's quality. Now, say you want to buy a nice, classic, never go out of style woman's suit with the same oomph. You'd love it. You'd wear it forever. you'd be happy to pay $150 for stays.
Seymour, could you answer my partner's question?
Mr. Woman's haberdashery look. It's gonna be a monster. I can feel it in my kishkis.
In your what?
Kishkis. Guts. Tell you what I'm gonna do. You two ladies have been so terrific. What say I give you each a sample for all your trouble?
We can't do that.
Why not? You think it's a bribe? It's not a bribe. I like you.
And we like you, Mr. Seymour. And we thank you. But we just want to do our job.
I want you should be happy. I want everybody should be happy.
Even Nelson Ashland?
My old mother, may she rest in peace, used to tell the story. Way back in the old country, the Cossacks would come through the town with a big geschrei, hurting people. My Uncle Avram one day thinks maybe he should do a little business with them. Even Cossacks understand business. So he gives each one a chicken.
Are you telling us that you're going to pay protection to the king of the Cossacks?
What can it cost me? A chicken? 10, 15% extra on the shipping? This line is going to be a monster. So I take a little less profit margin. And I avoid a lot of tourists.
Well, Mr. Seymour...
I want to think about it. I gotta think. But I ask you, ladies, what would be so terrible?
You believe that? We're sitting out like idiots and he's caving in.
Not in a million years.
Mary Beth, you heard what he said.
Did you see the look on Mrs. Seymour's face?
What is that a real man?
That man's not going to get a minute's peace tonight.
Hey! Am I in your way?
Where's George picking us up? 36th Street. Creep is taking our space.
Where's Pappas?
Hello, Marcus. He's in the back.
How's it going?
Boring. Fenedy hasn't stirred from his room.
It's Becky. With Bon. Sorry, Marty. You'll have to stay till he gets here.
Little post-prandial hanky-panky?
I don't know. But I'm sure he'll tell me all about it. In living color. Anybody go in I should know about?
Mr. Fenedy isn't exactly a social butterfly. Like I said, boring.
I guess we should be grateful.
I am telling you, he did not come out that front door.
The only way out, Victor.
Good morning. Morning, men. What's up?
Fenedy slipped by Petrie and his Becky last night.
You're kidding.
He didn't. And Coleman's hiking up the odds on us. It's not fair.
Let it go, Victor, all right?
Okay, so you lost him. It's not the worst thing in the world.
No?
There was another fire in the garment district last night. The night watchman was critically injured.
Congratulations, ladies. You are now the favorites in the sergeant's pool. I mean, what's with the look? I didn't set the fire. I just set the odds, you know?
6. We're covering Seymour's loft, and we're trying to reestablish surveillance on Fenedy. We lost contact yesterday. We're combing the garment district. Yeah, I understand. Sir, 2 weeks ago, I was begging you for surveillance equipment. Yes, Inspector. Thank you. Isn't that typical? I got to yell and scream to get their interest in this case. Now they want to yank it back for themselves.
Sure.
papers picked the thing up, and now all of a sudden it's the biggest thing since Son of Sam. When's Seymour shipping out his dresses?
Any day now, sir.
Well, Nelman's given us till Friday. Then it goes to major cases.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Hey, slow down.
I've been looking at all this different bank stuff and, you know, the different rates. I mean, with the fixed rate at 13% and the variable at 11.5, the difference is something like $130 a month. That's assuming that we put 20% down, which is what we planned. But I figured that the variable could go to what, 14, 14.5? I'm sorry, this must be kind of boring, huh?
No. It's nice to see you so excited.
Tried to tell Harv about all this last night. And he works with numbers every day, but he was having trouble keeping his eyes open. Pretty boring, right?
Yep.
I wasn't talking to you. Oh, Lord. Mrs. Seymour!
What? Seymour was worried that you should get hungry down here.
Mrs.
I made a couple of sandwiches. Brisket, you'll like it. I took off all the fat.
Mrs. Seymour, please, this is supposed to be an undercover operation.
You young girls with your diets, huh?
Mrs. Seymour, please.
I heard about the night watchman who got burned. And so did Seymour. So, eat and be well. Listen, you should take on a few more pounds. It wouldn't kill you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Ready for this? She made us sandwiches.
Well, that's very sweet, but she's now compromised the stakeout.
Well, what was I supposed to do? From Aaron Seymour. I'm shipping the dresses tomorrow. If he's coming tonight. No more chickens for the Cossacks.
All right!
What'd I tell you?
Kishkas, Mary Beth. A man has kishkas. It's Becky.
Yo.
Anything?
Negative.
Give me a taste. Just rust.
Nothing, Bert. He hasn't moved.
Doesn't make sense. If Ashland doesn't send him tonight, it's going to be too late.
We can see the door. We can see the fire escape. There's no other way out. He's got to still be there.
That's what his Becky said.
Falling asleep on me, are you, Chris?
No.
$4.51. Sun'll be up here now.
Which one of these is it? Fenity! Mr. Fenity, are you there?
It could be Miss Marr's apartment.
Who's Miss Marr? Fenity!
His girlfriend on the other side of the building.
The other side of the building. Has she got a fire escape?
Of course.
Get down there, tell him to get on the radio. Fenity may already be on his way. Open up this door. Come on, damn it, open up this door, then we wake up the girlfriend. Come on, open it up.
Did you hear that? I didn't hear anything.
Right there. Turn around. Put your hands up in the air.
I'm on him, Chris.
Get your hands up! Stay right there. Get your hands up, I said. Higher!
Who told you move?
Stand still. Spread them. All right, you have the right to remain silent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be...
Christine!
Hold it! Put your hands up, Mr. Kennedy. High! Where I can see them. Now keep them there.
Hey,
Hey, kiddo.
couldn't sleep again, huh?
Yeah.
You have a bad day?
Huh. This job, I don't know.
Everybody has a bad day, huh? But you can't keep on with this not sleeping.
Not doing anything, Mary Beth. Huh. I'm sitting around having lunch with these rich guys and something, I don't know. My stomach, I can't eat. I can't, I'm not making something. You know what I mean? I'm not accomplishing anything.
Honey, you had a bad day. You can't expect every day to make a big sale.
No, you don't understand. I sold 2. It isn't enough.
Why?
You know, back in history when they built all those cathedrals, the workers, they'd carve their names in the stone. It was like signing their work. When I was on the high steel, I saw the Indians do that, too. They'd scratch their initials on the girders. Even now, when I do a remodel, I put my initials down under something where it doesn't show. Silly, I guess. I don't know. I keep thinking I can't take Mike out like I used to and point to a building and say, I built that. My name's on it. You can't carve your initials in a tax shelter.
Then you have to quit.
It means no house.
I know.
I feel terrible.
No, come on. I've been thinking about that house, you know. I mean, what with interest rates the way they are, it may not be real smart to commit to a long-term mortgage like that. I mean, they're bound to come down eventually, huh?
I know how much this house means to you.
We'll do it. It'll take a little longer, that's all.
I got something for you.
It's beautiful, harp. I can't have that now.
No, we can afford it.
Honey, we really need a new refrigerator.
No. Taking your house away, the least they can do is give you a ring.
Harv, we're gonna get the house. We are, right? We're just putting it off is all. Oh, boy. It's beautiful.
it's about time we got engaged. Give me a hand, will you?
Perfect. I love this ring. I really love this ring. I'll tell you what, you take the stuff in the kitchen and we'll go in the bedroom and I will show you how much I love this ring.
Mary Beth,
Hmm?
you know, if you want, maybe next summer we repaint. Now, it's about time we sprung for new carpets and drapes. Maybe we can really fix this place up. All the stuff I'm doing for everybody else, you think I could spend a little time and energy here, right?
Right.
What do you say, kiddo? We really do a job on it.
Right.
My guy is a senior citizen living on a government pension. Your guy works in a bar.
Oh, right. He works in a bar, so let's lock him up.
Your guy turns out to be a convicted confidence man.
So I am suing your department, ladies, and the lottery.
You spent $2 million in 11 months?
You always like the place.
I wish I could be arrested right now and locked away forever.
Are you trying to confess, sir?
Would you like us to call your attorney?
You lent the suspect $50?
We both agree that he's innocent.
Let's hope so.
Oh, nice doggy.
I got a badge here somewhere.
Oh, this is awful, Christine. It wasn't just the one charity. I had a whole lot of other receipts in here.
I told you not to do your own taxes. No wonder you're being audited.
Thank you, Christine.
I never, ever do my own taxes.
Well, usually have a man do them, but... Yes, Victor?
You're getting audited, huh? No kidding.
No kidding.
By the IRS?
No, Victor, they're being audited by the Department of Agriculture.
Hey, Cagney, I got a question for you. If you could have any dog that you wanted, what kind of dog would you pick?
This is a trick question.
No, really. The annual dog show at the Garden opens this week. Oh, just on my mind.
Victor, you've never been interested in dog shows.
Sometimes I like
What
to go
is this? One of those personality tests out of your magazines? You ask me what kind of dog I like, and I'll say, oh, Doberman Pinscher. And you'll say, hey, guys, Cagney just said a Doberman Pinscher.
No, it's really just for me. Hey, Coleman. Cagney said Doberman Pinscher.
Anyway, what happened with your tax man?
Oh, he got off probation. I moved to South Carolina.
Off probation? You had an ex-con doing your taxes?
He was a very good worker, Christina. We never got audited before. I was very worried.
Cagney Lacey.
Good morning, sir.
Huh?
Good morning.
Oh, yeah, good morning. Listen, you two are up. Just took a call about a crime at the lottery office. Let's see, Mrs. Burnside there.
What kind of crime?
She said she would explain to the detectives when they get there. So get there.
Yes, sir.
Lotteries are held all over the country, all over the world. Why does this have to happen to me? Bet the state lotteries never had this problem.
Now, what exactly is it that happened, Mrs. Burnside?
Right. Well, this particular lottery was drawn almost 1 full year ago, and 2 winners were paid already, $2 million apiece. We put out a news release that the time limit is almost up, and now these 2 men are each presenting winning tickets.
So good for them, right?
They both get $2 million.
The problem is there were only 3 winning tickets printed. One of those 2 men out there is attempting to perpetrate a fraud. Have a seat.
So then after Charlene died, I had to sell everything, you know, to pay the doctors, and then I moved into the projects. It's not a nice neighborhood.
I see, sir. And you purchased a ticket at your local newsstand?
Yeah, I must have. I mean, doesn't it say on the ticket, isn't there a special code or something?
Well, I don't know, but if there is, we'll check on that, too.
Now you say you got this ticket as a gift?
Oh, yeah, it's a funny story. See, this bar I work in, the Glide Inn, gets sort of a mixed bunch. So this guy, his name is Tommy. He comes in a few months back, he has a couple of belts, and then he reaches in his pocket to give me a tip. Only thing, he's flat busted, see?
I see.
Yeah, so all he had is this old lottery ticket, all gummy and wrinkled up. Forgot he even had it. Then he gives it to me as a tip. Was I sore? So I got it framed and hung it over the bar. The worst tip I ever got. Can you beat that?
Well, it fits.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong, is there, officer? I do get the money, don't I?
Oh, yes, sir. Winners do get paid. But we have to clear up a few things first, all right?
Okay.
Now, you had this ticket all along and you didn't know it.
It's lucky I never throw anything away.
This Tommy, do you remember his last name?
Listen, at the Glide Inn, you ask a guy his last name, he don't come back.
Okay. No last name.
And you missed the drawing on TV.
I don't have a TV. There's one down at the senior center, but I don't like to go down there after dark.
Uh-huh. What about the newspaper?
Well, I had to let my subscription run out. It was too much money. And I don't have any friends or family even to tell me. That is the winning number, isn't it?
Oh, yes, sir. That's the right number.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I always managed to get by, you know, but, well, 40 years with the U.S. Postal Service, I always thought that would be enough, with my pension and all. Funny, it sure isn't.
Sir, forgive me for asking this, but I was wondering, if you have so little money, sir, how is it that you can afford to buy all these lottery tickets?
Well, it's probably foolish, I know, but an old man's got to have a dream.
Yes, sir.
Oh, why does this have to happen to me? I'm not a bad person. What did I do to deserve this?
It'll work out, Mrs. Burnside. Now, let me ask you something. Don't the tickets have a magnetic strip on them like a credit card to prevent forgery?
No, that was the old lottery. The new ones just have the computer code number. That's why this is such a mess.
Wait. Why can't the 2 tickets be verified on the computer?
Because the computer dumped the coding data.
I beg your pardon?
Dumped, erased. Happened about 10 months ago. Oh, I don't know. It was a freak accident. It hasn't happened again. I mean, it was an accident. But you think that they will remember that? Oh, no. It was my lottery, so it will be my mistake. And there go my chances for a seat on the Racing and Wagering Board.
The lab will pick up on the forgery.
What will I tell the newspapers? What will I tell the board? It's not my fault.
Of course not.
All I said was your guy looked like a weasel.
My guy is a sweet old post. My money's on your guy.
My guy? How much?
It's a figure of speech, Christine.
You said your money was on my guy. How much? 20 bucks?
$20? No.
10? 5? $5 says your guy did it.
My guy is a senior citizen living on a government pension. Your guy works in a bar.
Oh, right. He works in a bar, so let's lock him up. $5, Mary Beth.
All right, Christine. $5 says it was your guy.
Got it. Still say it's your guy.
It was not my guy.
$5.
Oh, what am I talking about, my guy? He's not my guy. He's not my guy.
What is it? You know where it is? No, they're gonna kill us, Mary Beth. They're gonna kill us.
Harvey, would you calm down? It's not like we're some big-time tax evaders.
Oh, you don't understand, Mary Beth. These guys, they're killers. They are trained to spot the tiniest little mistake, and once they do, that is it.
What is this?
What is what? MOS, trailer rental, that's movable office space, the job at the Center Boulevard. Oh!
What?
No. We use that trailer for poker on Friday nights.
So?
Don't you see? I mean, the rest of the time it was strictly for business. I mean, if they disallow a deduction this size, somebody must have ratted.
Why would they do that, Harvey?
Why? The reward, Mary Beth. The reward. That's how they operate. I am telling you, these guys go for the throat.
Sweetheart, do you think maybe you're getting a little crazy here?
Tell you, this could be a penalty of $500 or $600 right there. Oh, one more thing. When we get there tomorrow, do not put your hands on the chair arms.
Why not?
Because they have little sensors in them to measure your skin response to see whether you are lying or not. Oh, no, they do, Mary Beth. I heard.
7:30 break. Yeah.
Can't people hold on to their perks around here? What the hell are you doing?
I'll have to call you.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
No, you're shouting.
Yeah, I do that when people rifle through my desk. Now stand up. Who's your arresting officer?
How about you? You're pretty arresting.
Oh, a comic, too. Huh? Remove the hat and stand up.
Say pretty please.
There's one item missing from my desk. You are dead meat.
You can search me and find out. How about strip search?
It's Becky. Want to put a leash on this one?
Who is he?
I thought he was your perp.
Maybe I should introduce myself. Jonah Newman. I'm a detective, 3rd grade.
Detective, 3rd grade. You look like you're in the 3rd grade.
And who are you?
Sergeant Cagney. And what were you doing going through my desk? What, do you always make yourself at home in other people's squad rooms?
This is home, Sergeant. I was just assigned to the 14th. I am the new kid on the block.
Lucky us. The detective who can't even find his desk. Check it out with Coleman.
You always like that?
Nah. Some days she can really give you a hard time.
Hey, kid.
All right, Christine, what are you thinking?
What?
Well, I have to meet Harvey at the Federal Building, 10:55, and I'm not sure about this outfit.
What's wrong with it? You look very nice.
Well, maybe I should have worn something older so they shouldn't think I'm some kind of a clothes horse.
Gloves?
Oh, well, Harvey heard from this fella. Don't ask.
Harvey's really got you spooked about this audit.
Now, what are you doing?
Got the lab report on the lottery tickets. Findings negative. Both exhibits fall within normal parameters for fiber and ink content. No detectable forgery indicated. So much for this being a quick case.
Oh, what about the case files on Messrs. Phelps and Carstairs?
Just starting on that.
Oh, there's nothing on Mr. Carstairs. A couple of parking tickets. What are you doing?
Remind me never to bet again.
Oh, what do you know? Your guy turns out to be a convicted confidence man.
How come you forgot to mention the 3 to 5 you did at Dannemora?
Yeah, okay, I served a little time. So did John Mitchell.
A little time. Summary probation in 1969, 2 counts of fraud in 1970, 6 bunco arrests for various confidence games in 1971, 8 months in men's hall, and then, of course, there was the long stretch for trying to play the big con.
I never was cut out for the big con. My best trick was the magic wallet. I've been clean for 15 years now.
Hey, Big Al, Scott here.
At this hour, you have breakfast? Know what that does to your stomach?
You're right. Scotch milk.
Someone else is gonna have to make us drink. Afraid we'll have to take you in. I'm sorry.
Come on, I'm telling you the truth. This guy, Tommy, gave me the ticket as a tip.
Oh, yeah, the famous Tommy, who does not happen to be around to back up your story.
Listen, please don't do this to me. I got 20% of this place. It took me a lot of years of living straight to do it, but I did. Now, finally, I get my lucky break on the square. You gotta believe me.
Go ahead, make your drink.
Thanks.
What are you doing?
I think he's telling the truth. I know when somebody's lying.
And I don't?
All right, Beth, besides, we don't even have enough to take him in on in the first place.
You're a soft touch, Christine.
Yeah, well, then let it get around. Besides, I got $5 on it.
Just the 2 dependents?
Until next year.
We're having another dependent.
Baby.
Oh, that's very nice. I envy you. Doesn't look like I'm ever going to get married, have kids. Nobody wants to date an Internal Revenue Inspector. No, I mean it. This is a horrible job. People hate coming here.
Not us. We got nothing to hide.
Oh, now be honest. Weren't you just dreading coming in here?
No, I mean, it's our civic duty, right?
My mother wanted me to be a dentist, but I couldn't. Couldn't stand the thought of hurting people. So I got a degree in accounting, and I applied to the government for a nice, secure desk job. And they put me here. You know the people who were in here just before you, sitting right there, you know what they told me?
What's that, sir?
Told me they said, this is like pulling teeth. Isn't that something? Irony.
Well, it's been pretty painless for us.
So far.
Now, let's see. Oh, Mrs. Lacey is a police detective. That's a very interesting job. People like policemen.
Criminals don't like us.
No, I guess not. Then they dread meeting you as much as people dread meeting me, huh?
I'm in the construction business.
Oh, that's a very interesting job. Lots of places that take deductions with that job. You can hide all kinds of expenses, and there's almost no way to verify the cost.
No, Mr. Bittenberger. Bender.
Thank you.
I thought I had all those receipts. I mean, I really want to pay every penny I owe to the government.
Well, but you don't want to pay any more than you owe, do you?
I don't mind. No, I mean...
Bittenbender.
He seemed very nice, Harvey.
That was an act, Mary Beth. This is just the first interview. Wait till the next time. That's when we see the teeth.
He didn't say anything about another interview.
Does the matador tell the bull about the sword? What's the matter?
Yeah.
What?
Come on. We're gonna play post office.
Yeah, I was thinking of getting Betty a dog. She likes the shaggy Batman kind.
Oh, those are okay.
Annual Canine Classic. Hey, Victor, maybe I'll go with you.
Oh, you'd probably be bored.
No, I love dogs, really.
Let me explain to you another way, Coleman. If you want to go, go. But I am going alone. That way I can leave whenever and with whoever I want. Got it?
Oh, I get it. You're afraid maybe I'm going to cramp your style. Is that it?
Not cramp, Coleman. Kill.
Why is your partner so into dog shows all of a sudden?
He says dog shows are the place to meet a better rate of chicks. That was a direct quote.
Market? He was an engraver.
The tax guy was an engraver?
What? No, my guy.
Wait a minute, what guy?
We were at the Federal Building, and I saw this sign for the Personnel Department.
Yeah?
Old Mr. Carstairs, he's retired from the Postal Service, all right. But what he actually did was, he's a master engraver.
You're kidding.
No. He's even kind of famous there. He was really good. He did this one stamp that's a bird, and it's so real that it seems to turn its head and looks at you wherever you go. They got it there in a case. It's really kind of creepy.
Does that mean I won?
Yeah, well, we've been looking for someone who could forge a lottery ticket so well, the lottery guys themselves couldn't spot the forgery, right?
Nice. Real nice. Sergeant Cagney, 14th. Well, wait a minute. We slow down a minute? Who? The ticket's locked up. Who's got a gun? Wait, hello? Hello? He hung up. Oh, my guy. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah. We got a hostage coming out. He's clear. Get him. Go. Go. Come on. Around the corner here. Move. Come on. Good. Good. One team in position.
That's the last customer, sir.
Roger, last customer's out. He let the customers go, but he says the bartender owes him. He's got a gun, and he's going to kill Phelps if he doesn't pay up.
His name's Tommy. He gave Phelps a $2 million lottery ticket as a tip.
I'll tell him you're coming in. I'm going to start 2 female detectives in there. Watch the windows.
Okay, Tommy. That's your name, isn't it? Tommy? The ladies are here. They're coming in now. Just stay calm in there, and this will come out okay. No trouble. Just stay calm in there. All right. We just want to work this out. No trouble. So stay calm in there, Tommy. All right? Just be cool.
You have the ticket?
Ticket's not much good to you this way, is it, Tommy?
You said they'd have the ticket.
They do. Now, let's just keep calm, pal.
I'm Mary Beth Lacey, Mr.
Van Dusen. Everybody calls me Tommy. It's my ticket. I bought it, and I gave it to him in lieu of a tip. It's only fair I should get half. He owes me.
Tommy, what happens now?
Well, I get the ticket, see? And then I'll tear it in half, and then we'll have to cooperate.
Cooperate with that?
Folks, you want to move back there? Okay, recon, unit 1, clear that sucker from the roof.
I'd say that was pretty convincing corroboration for my guy's story.
I already gave you the $5, Christine. Thank you. And how do we know it wasn't a put-up job?
Tommy just had his head split open.
$2 million buys a lot of stitches.
Don't be a sore loser, Mary Beth. We both know it was your guy.
That's not fair. Who's going to look after him?
Maybe you should have thought of that before, Mr. Cortez.
Well, I don't understand what all the fuss is about.
Well, you did try to defraud the lottery out of $2 million.
I just made the ticket. I didn't get any money.
I'm afraid you're missing the point, sir.
Where's the harm? No, Maxie, be still. It's all right. It's all right. And the money was just sitting there, and I didn't even get any.
Well, I think we're gonna have to go downtown, Mr. Carstairs.
But who's gonna take care of Maxie?
Good afternoon, Mrs. Burnside.
Well, that was certainly quick.
Quick, ma'am.
I just this minute put down the phone from calling your office. Didn't they reach you?
No, they didn't. Is there a problem?
You see that man? Just when I think there's nothing else that can go wrong, he walks in with this. Another winning ticket.
Hank Stevens, and Harv, you wouldn't believe it. Even the hospital staff call him Hard Luck Hank.
Wait a minute, what is so tough about winning the lottery?
No, honey, here's a guy that leaves his lawyer's office after filing for divorce and buys himself a lottery ticket to cheer himself up, and as he's walking away from the newsstand, gets hit by a crosstown bus. and winds up for 3 months in a coma. No, that's not funny,
Oh, no,
Harvey.
okay. Did you check all this out?
Yeah, happened just the way he said. The vendor remembered him because of the ambulances. No, honey, he's a witness. And the inventory of his property at the hospital shows the lottery ticket.
Yeah. Okay, so at least he is in the clear, am I right?
Well, yeah, but somebody else still forged the ticket.
You eliminated the bartender?
No, no one is eliminated, Harvey. It's a matter of finding a forger.
Yes, you already found your forger.
One forger. So the thing with Tommy could have been a put-up job, but I don't know.
Okay, so what now?
So tomorrow we go and check out the first 2 winners. Maybe one of them is fishy.
But they've already been paid. Isn't it a little late?
Yes.
I think it's the guy in the hospital. His alibi is too perfect.
Honey, that's what a perfect alibi means, that you didn't do it.
Yes, but nevertheless...
$5.
You're on. Let me ask you a question. What would you do if you won $2 million?
First, I'd take care of taxes. Then $250,000 each into trust funds for the boys. And a separate fund for the baby at $300,000 because of inflation. And $100,000 into blue chip securities, $100,000 into bonds, state, not city. And another $100,000 into a real solid mutual. Then we buy a house. Outright, no mortgage. And then the rest into a pension fund for the 2 of us, except maybe $2,000 or $3,000 mad money.
You sure?
Okay, I thought about it. So?
Come here.
What?
Please, sit down. Please. Let me put it a different way. What would you do with $600?
Oh, I don't know, Harvey. That's an entirely different thing. What? What are you smiling at?
Waiting all day to tell you. Results of the audit. I found out this afternoon. We are getting back a $600 tax refund.
Refund?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
You're sure it isn't some kind of a trick?
No, no trick. This is the first time this year they are giving money back. The guy, Bender, he said it's going to cost him his job.
Oh, the poor man.
No, he's happy for us. He wants to get into a different line of work anyway.
One for each dollar.
3,
4. And of course, Harvey wants to spend all the money right away.
Well, why not? It's found money.
Well, it's easy for you to think like that, Christine. You got the trust fund and all. I can't be like that.
Be like what, Mary Beth? It's only $600. You can spend more than that on a TV set.
No, I can't. We need every penny, Christine. I got another kid on the way. That's a major expense that keeps on being expensive.
What does Harvey want to buy?
Oh, he wants to hire a babysitter and go to the Poconos for the weekend. You know, rent a cabin, see the shows, like we did 9 months before Huck Jr. was born.
Well, that's nice.
Actually, he's got a point. You know, I mean, when a new baby comes, you can't go out for a while, like a couple years.
So go.
No, I can't. I can't. See, when I was growing up, we didn't have any money, and well, I don't know. The thing about money is maybe too deep in me. I don't know. Harvey was so excited about maybe going somewhere. And I love to see him like that because he's so cute. And then I got to thinking that I haven't seen him like that for a long time.
Oh, there it is. Nice house.
She was the first one to claim the prize, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes?
Mrs. Alberta Edwards?
You're the detectives who phoned?
Yes, I'm Sergeant Cagney. This is Detective Lacey. May we come in, please?
We've been waiting 45 minutes. This is Mr. Irwin Elias, my attorney. I asked him to be here.
Since the Lottery Commission attached Mrs. Edwards' property, we feel it may turn into a matter that will require some litigation.
Oh, believe me, ma'am, this is the first we heard about attaching property.
It hardly matters, does it? The fact remains that everything my client owns has been frozen by the courts until such time as the matter is resolved.
In plain English, every hour Every day that this mess remains unsolved, you're hurting my family.
Well, Mrs. Edwards, we're trying to clear that up now.
Don't you understand? We have no money. And even if I could get my old job back, it will take my yearly salary to meet my new monthly expenses. So I am suing your department, ladies, and the lottery.
Nice talking with you.
Don't you see, ma'am, this business of attaching everything belonging to the suspects isn't exactly making our investigation any easier.
Not my fault. The board decided on that. Nobody even asked me. I'm a woman, so I don't get asked my opinion.
Well, we have 2 tickets already paid, and then we have poor Mr. Stevens, the bus victim, and the ex-con bartender. One of them is dirty.
Unless there has been an error. Now, could you have printed up 4 winning tickets instead of 3 by mistake?
No, the printing of the tickets is done by the computer, and it's very closely guarded, almost as tightly as the drawing itself.
Well, then what about the drawing? Could someone have rigged the numbers in advance?
Don't even think that! There are 4 sets of balls. They are weighed and sealed under our eyes and those of an independent auditing firm before and after, and then the drawing is held on live television. Actually, there was one case of a man trying to palm the balls. He was an amateur magician, but that was before I came here. That had nothing to do with me.
Well, no one is blaming you, Mrs. Burnside.
Ha! That's what you think. The Racing and Wagering Commission is going to have my head for this. I hate this. I should have taken that job with Luxury Cruises. I'd have gotten free travel.
Well, ma'am, I'm afraid we're back to one of the 4. Mrs. Edwards, Mr. Stevens, Mr. Phelps, and Mr. What is the other guy's name?
Mr. Sycamore?
Hey, call me Claude.
All right, Claude.
Listen, can I get you ladies something, maybe, huh?
No, not for me, thanks.
You know, there's been a little mix-up with the lottery.
Doesn't affect me much, though, does it?
You haven't gotten the court order yet?
No. What for?
Well, sir, it's very likely that you will be getting such an order. I'm afraid that the lottery is attaching all of the money and the property of the winning ticket holders. It's true.
Who cares?
Now, this is very serious, Mr. Sycamore.
I haven't got it anymore. I haven't got it. Hey, Sally. Oh, here, girl. You haven't met my Sally. Look at those big brown eyes. Is this a face? Is this a face?
It's very cute. If we could get back to the money, Mr. Sycamore.
You know, this dog is a champion. But don't tell her. I mean, you know how stars get.
About the money. You're kidding, aren't you?
No. I spent it.
You spent $2 million in 11 months?
It didn't take that long. You see, after taxes, which are heavy because I took this all in one lump, well, there were bills and business loans and debts. Most of it went on wine, women, and song, I guess you'd say. The rest was... The rest was wasted. Oh, but we had some fun. We had some fun, didn't we, girl? Sweet.
I'm agonizing over $600. He sits there smiling over how he blew $2 million.
Well, it's not as bad as he said at first. I mean, he built up that little food company. What was that cutesy name? Wanna Bite Industries. Could have been a strong thing. He just had bad luck.
Yeah, but he doesn't even care. That's what kills me. He's a flake.
I don't know. Maybe it's not such a bad attitude to have. What are you gonna do, cry about it?
What's the matter with you, Christine? It's $2 million.
Mary Beth, remember that TV series, The Millionaire? It is an example of how that kind of money can sometimes ruin people's lives. Listen, at least this guy enjoyed it.
You like this man. Oh, you always like the flakes. You notice that?
That is not true, Mary Beth. Just seems that way.
Oh, Mr. Stevens, how are you, sir?
How's the investigation coming?
It's progressing, sir. Are you all right?
It's like a nightmare that won't end. I don't know how much more I can stand.
Well, why don't you sit down,
Oh.
Miss Stevens?
Thank you. I wish I could be arrested right now and locked away forever.
Mr. Stevens, are you trying to confess, sir?
Would you like us to call your attorney?
A lawyer. That's all I need is another lawyer. Court order. You know about the court order?
Yes, sir, we do.
Well, on top of that, my ex-wife is trying to get her hands on the prize money. Her lawyer said that I owned the ticket before the divorce became final.
Oh.
And I can't cash a check. I got zero credit. Can't buy my medicine. I'm hungry. I've been locked out of my apartment. So if I was arrested, at least I could eat and have a place to sleep until the investigation is over. So I was wondering, is there some kind of minor crime I could commit? Just a small one?
Okay, I just got off the phone with the woman from the lottery.
Mrs. Burnside.
Yeah, and she got word back from that computer company upstate.
And?
And she said that this time it is as conclusive as you can get. The first ticket, the woman called Mrs. Alberta Edwards, presented her ticket before there was that computer screw-up.
Dump.
What?
Dump. It's a computerized, Lieutenant, meaning a massive discharge of memory. Mrs. Burnside explained that to us. Dump. Sorry.
Anyway, the point is that her ticket was the only one of the 5 tickets that was able to be computer verified. And it was. So she is in the clear.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad, sir.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're glad, Lacey. We are delighted. We got no case here.
Oh, no, what I meant was, sir, that I'm glad Mrs. Edwards has been eliminated because that narrows the list of our possible suspects, sir.
Right. So run it down.
Well, with Mrs. Edwards eliminated, we're looking at the bartender, the flake in Jersey who already spent the money, and Hard Luck Hank.
Who?
Mr. Stevens.
I hope it's not him. I loaned him $50.
You lent the suspect $50?
No, well, that was my
Well,
fault,
no,
sir.
it
you
was a
see.
judgment call, Lieutenant. We both agree that he's innocent.
Let's hope so.
I got a gut feeling it's the flake, sir.
Nope. Now I think it was the bartender.
The bartender, he was your guy.
Unless it was Claude.
Wait, is Claude the flake?
Yes, sir.
Oh, no, he's not a flake, Lieutenant. He's different.
Yeah, different flake. And anyways, the bartender has Tommy to back him up.
See, I think that was a setup job.
That's what I said, Christine. Anyways, Tommy is in jail.
Yeah, but it's his first offense, Mary Beth. What the judge is going to do is going to slap his wrist, charge him a few bucks. He gets out, he splits the $2 million with Big Al, the con man.
Wait, who is Big Al?
Mr. Phelps.
What, so now you say it couldn't be Big Al?
Well, not if it's the flake, it couldn't.
Hey, I got such a headache. Look, I don't care if it is the flake or if it's the bartender or if it's your guy or if it's her guy. It's late. Go on home and come back to this thing with a fresh attitude tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir.
And at which time I would like to hear some straight answers.
Yes, sir.
Fine, Lieutenant.
He's a kicker.
Yeah. Yeah, more than the other two. This one likes to work out. Harvey? You really want another boy?
I don't know. I haven't thought much about it.
Well, you keep saying him.
Well, it's habit. I love whatever we have.
Yeah, I know. I just wonder sometimes what it'd be like to have a little girl.
Different.
I saw a little girl in the park the other day. Little doll. And she had a dress about that big. My father was putting her on the carousel. Made me think about you.
It did?
Yeah, the way he looked at her. Like she was the most precious thing in all the world. I thought about you looking at our daughter like that.
Daughter, huh? Might be nice. Whole new ball game.
Yeah. Good night, baby.
Good night, sweetheart. Good night, baby.
Oh.
You're sexy when you're pregnant.
Yeah, sure.
I mean it. More cleavage, more stuff.
Yeah, more everything.
More the merrier.
Harvey, stop that. In a while.
You know what's wrong here? We've been looking for 2 master forgers.
What do you mean?
Well, look it. Carstairs was the first time that a lottery ticket had been forged so well it could be detected, right?
Right.
Okay, so what are the odds that on the same lottery, a second ticket would be forged with the same perfection? 2 master forgers at the same time? That bothers me.
Yeah, but what are our choices?
I don't know, so it doesn't seem logical.
Guess who finessed the afternoon off?
Oh, please don't bore us with your hot dates, okay, Miss Becky?
No, I am going to the dog show.
You gonna be in it?
Yeah, a Doberman fanny pincher.
Go ahead, you two laugh. But who's got the afternoon off?
Cocker Spaniels!
Christine!
That's it! Mary Beth, that's the connection we've been looking for. The old guy and Claude, they both have Cocker Spaniels.
Oh, that's good, Christine. We can go right to grand jury with that.
I am telling you, Mary Beth, they both have show dogs.
You spelled it wrong.
Can't you find your desk yet?
No. It is not one of BITE Industries. It's one of BYTE Industries. You know, like the computers? Yeah, a friend of mine, he bought stock, told him it was stupid, but wouldn't listen to me.
Computers. That's it. Claude is in...
What?
Claude is into computers. What if he tapped into the lottery's computer and he dumped the memory?
Huh?
Exactly. Didn't you see War Games?
Who are you? Come on, let's go. Mary Beth, come on, let's go. Hurry up.
Fine, okay. I'm coming. Where?
This is the first call for Old English sheepdogs. Old English sheepdogs, your breed is to be judged in ring 3.
I had no idea dog shows were this big a deal.
Oh, yeah, this is the big deal annual showing, which means it was held at the exact same time last year. Same time as the lottery drawing.
Christine?
Clean up in ring 5. Clean up in ring 5, please.
Oh. Mr. Sycamore? Hello there, Mr. Sycamore. You remember us?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. What are you two doing here?
Oh, Sally. Hiya, girl. Hey, how you doing? Oh. Mary Beth, Sally has a new friend.
Wheaton Terriers, ring 1.
Hiya, Maxie.
Oh, you know Maxie?
Oh, yes. We've met.
Going down?
You know what was throwing us? We kept looking for 2 master forgers, each with 1 perfect forgery. Silly. There never were 2 master forgers. There was 1 master forger, and he made 2 tickets. Am I right, sir?
You and Carstairs met here last year. We checked. We know you were both here. And the 2 of you came up with the idea. He makes the perfect ticket with a winning number. You use your computer to dump the lottery computer's memory. Then you present the winning ticket, and the computer can't verify it.
Fascinating theory.
Isn't it?
We just talked with Mr. Carstairs at Rikers.
Oh, you did?
Yes, sir, we did.
Sycamore?
And he was very informative. He told us that he didn't get much out of the split. It seems that you used most of the funds by yourself. Alimony and gambling debts, that computer company of yours. There wasn't much left for him. And he couldn't exactly come to the police about it now, could he, sir? How am I doing?
Pretty good. Yeah, he was a little cranky about it.
Well, bad.
But I never thought he'd forge another ticket.
Afghan hound. Afghan hound.
Maxie. Fingered by a paw. You know what? Here.
Oh, don't run here. All right, Claude. Has
security, Sylvia? I'm the cops. How can I get in touch with security?
Watch it. Excuse me.
Police, coming through. Very sorry. Pardon me, sir. I got a bench here somewhere.
Hey, oh.
I'm very good. Excuse me. Thank you. Sorry, dog.
He does have great lines.
It's a she.
Oh, believe me, Lisa, I do know the difference.
Hang on here. Thank you. Oh, nice dog. Excuse me. Police!
Be right back.
Police! Coming through! Okay!
Hasn't made it to an exit. None of my men have spotted him.
Well, keep looking, sir. Hello, Victor. We lost him.
Hey, lady. We better do something about these dogs,
Well, what do you want me? Oh, terrific. Oh, come on.
Go, go.
Terrific.
Michael wanted me to read him a bedtime story. He hasn't done that in forever. What are you looking for?
Those brochures on the Darcy cabin resorts.
I took him.
You did? What for?
$3 days, bought and paid for.
You're kidding. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. I opened an account at the bank this morning. It was going to be a surprise.
Baby Lacey. Harvey, you're the best.
Yeah, it's one of those special deals. You can't get your money back without substantial forfeiture and all that stuff.
But Harvey, the trip is not refundable either.
Yeah, the check's going to bounce.
You know what this is like? This is just like that story where she sells her hair and he sells his watch.
Oh, no, baby. Hey, we'll borrow till payday. It'll be okay.
No, it's just that you bought me what I wanted. I bought you what you wanted, and it's so romantic, Harvey.
I always want what you want.
Yeah. You really wanted to take me to the mountains for a romantic weekend. Even when I'm pregnant, I feel like a whale.
Yes.
Oh, Harvey.
Oh, God, I love you, Mary Beth.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Noreen Dixon died today, Harvey.
Oh, the movie star.
Yeah.
I thought she was already dead.
This is not what you could call a simple suicide. But why would she want to kill herself? Noreen Dixon is at the top of her profession. Noreen Dixon has millions of fans all over the world.
I hated Noreen Dixon more than I've ever hated anyone in my life.
I wasn't the only one who could have cheerfully killed Noreen.
Why should we believe you? You've already lied to protect your girlfriend.
She was mean and vain and impossible to work for. I did not kill my aunt.
At this point, I think they all could have done it.
Yeah, he's outside waiting in the lobby.
All right, thank you. Company was on their lunch break. No one saw her come off the catwalk.
Life has burned too brightly in my breast, and I can no longer endure. Suicide. Excuse me.
Mary Beth. Want to take this to the lab, please? What's wrong with you?
Nothing. I got something in my eye.
You're crying.
No, I'm not. I got some dust or something in my eye. It's very dusty here.
Mary Beth, talk to me. What is wrong?
Do me a favor, Christine. Don't argue.
You're right. It's very dusty in here.
I can't believe it. I can't believe that Noreen Dixon would commit suicide.
There was nobody else in the theater, Mary Beth. There was a suicide note found in her pocket. There was nothing.
No, I don't mean that, Christine. I mean that she was Noreen Dixon.
Oh, hey, listen to me. She was an actress. Actresses are a little weird, you know that.
That's a very prejudiced thing to say, Christine.
What? Hey, I'm sorry. Actresses are artists. Everybody knows that artists have a couple of screws loose.
And none of us regular, ordinary people do.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, I wouldn't say that either.
Mary Beth, wait up.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey. Hiya, babe.
Hiya. Hiya.
Mwah. You miss me?
Yeah. A lot.
We're in great shape, Mary Beth. If the weather holds in Saratoga, we can start laying a foundation at the end of the month.
Oh, that's wonderful, sweetheart. That's wonderful.
Oh, hey, you seem a little down. Anything wrong?
Noreen Dixon died today, Harv.
Oh, the movie star.
Yeah.
I thought she was already dead.
Harv?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mary Beth. How did it happen?
Suicide, it looks like. You know, I know it's silly, Harv. I feel like I lost an old friend. Remember her in Grand Destiny?
Yeah.
We saw that one on our first date.
Yeah. It's a real tearjerker.
The end of that movie, that's when I knew I liked you.
Yeah. You were crying your eyes out, and I was kicking myself for not having a handkerchief. Oh.
Yeah. I had to give you mine because you were crying, too.
Oh, baby, they don't make them like they used to. Oh, man. From Here to Eternity, that was my favorite. Yeah, I'll never forget the first time I saw it. Yeah. That movie got Angela and me so worked up, we just took off for Maryland.
Maryland? What, you wanted seafood?
No. Well, we were, underage.
Underage for what? Who is Angela?
Mary Beth, I was 16 years old. I mean, I thought I was in love. I mean, you know how kids are. Angela, she told her parents she was going to spend the night with her girlfriend, and so we drove down to Maryland and we got.
You got what?
Married.
Married?
Sweetheart, we didn't even spend the night together. I mean, we couldn't afford a motel room, so we drove back. We were going to try and borrow my brother's apartment, but Angela's father was waiting for us at the Jersey Turnpike, and yeah, and he took us straight home, and he got the marriage annulled the next day. So you see, babe, it was nothing.
Angela. The first Mrs. Harvey Lacey.
Oh, Mary Beth.
You better get ready for dinner, Harv.
You're not mad, are you?
Dinner's gonna be ready soon, Harvey, and if you're not, it gets cold.
Yeah, boy, sure smells good, babe. What is it?
You have your secrets, Harvey. So do I. Morning, Chris.
Oh, nice of you to come in.
Sorry. The subway was so jammed I had to wait for 3 trains before I could get on. Who is Gordon Lazaroff?
Oh, he's a graphologist. He does handwriting analysis for the document examiner's office. They sent him Noreen Dixon's suicide note. Claims he's discovered something very important.
What?
I don't know. He says he has to come over and tell us in person. That's exactly what I want to spend my money.
Well, maybe he really has something.
Maybe the next pope will be Jewish.
Maybe Mr. Lazaroff will be single and good looking.
Maybe the next pope will be a woman.
Sergeant Cagney?
Yes.
I'm Gordon Lazaroff.
Yes, Mr. Lazaroff. Please, won't you sit down?
Oh, thanks. I'll try not to take too much of your time.
Oh, we appreciate anything you can tell us, sir.
You're very kind. Most of the department isn't. They think what I do is strange. Some people, even in my own office, hum the theme from the Twilight Zone when I walk by.
Hard to believe.
Could you tell us, please, exactly what you found in the suicide note, Mr. Lazaroff?
Yes, you can see it very clearly right in this part here. Life has burnt too brightly in my breast, and I can no longer endure. Now, look at the energy in the B loops. Burnt, brightly, breast, and the way the O's are crossed. To, no. Look at the strength in those L's. Life, longer.
This is not Noreen Dixon's handwriting.
Oh, no, it's hers, all right. No, there's no doubt that Noreen Dixon wrote this note.
So what is your point?
When she wrote it, Noreen Dixon was not the least bit suicidal.
How does this guy think that you can write a suicide note without being suicidal?
Well, sir, apparently this science of handwriting, graphology, that is, has come a long way, sir. And they can tell things about the way a person is feeling from the energy of the loops. And whether or not he or she is writing on the line or under the line.
Cagney.
Personally, I think it's a lot of bull.
But you don't.
Well, sir, I had a kind of feeling that maybe this wasn't a suicide. I mean, she doesn't seem to be a very likely type for suicide to me. And I thought so even before this handwriting business. Noreen Dixon is at the top of her profession. Noreen Dixon has millions of fans all over the world. But why would she want to kill herself?
Evidence. When do we get the ME's report?
Any minute now, sir.
All right, so let me know when it comes in.
Yes, sir.
Cagney, you got a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe you better sit down.
You want me to close the door?
Yeah, please. Cagney, you know a lot of classy ladies. Well, I need one of those for this thing I gotta go to.
You want me to find you a date?
It's black tie and it's Friday night.
This Friday?
Yeah, it's short notice. I know that. I'm sorry, but the woman that I was going to take, turns out that she's got other plans that night.
Lieutenant, I'm not even sure I'd know your type. You know, maybe...
Well, she should be good looking, but not a Miss Universe.
Beautiful, but not a stunner.
And she should be intelligent. But, you know, not so smart that I don't know what she's talking about.
No rocket scientists, huh?
And she should have a good sense of humor. A nice laugh. But she doesn't have to be a stand-up comic.
So forget Joan Rivers.
And if she's a little younger, well, I can handle that. But no teeny boppers, okay?
Well, Lieutenant, most of the women I know are a little more sophisticated than that.
Oh, yeah, sure. What am I worried about? If she's a friend of yours, chances are that she's no spring chicken.
The ME's report.
Yeah?
Finding of the autopsy. This is not what you could call a simple suicide. And I think I could tell you who done it, too. We apologize for bothering you again, ladies and gentlemen. We know that you have already given your statements, but we have to check some facts here and make sure that we have them all right. Okay. You're Iris McIntyre, the late Miss Dixon's understudy. Am I correct, ma'am?
I am the producer, Jerry Thackeray.
I was, when we still had a play.
And those rumors about her being the beast of Broadway are simply untrue.
Cute.
She stoops to conquer.
You must be the playwright, Mr. Eric
Weber, right. I was also the director.
Isn't that a little unusual, Mr. Weber? For a playwright to direct his own play?
Noreen insisted.
That way she thought she could really direct the play herself.
Cute.
So, you must be Iris Redford, Miss Dixon's secretary.
No. I was her understudy. Jean McIntyre.
Oh, gee, I got you all mixed up. So, you must be Iris Redford.
Yes.
Miss Dixon's secretary.
That's right.
Well, at least we all know who you are, sir. Who among us would not recognize Mr. Chet Gardner, Miss Dixon's co-star in so many of her movies?
Well, and here, too, I'm afraid. And second billing once again.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Gardner. I've loved all your movies.
What a lovely compliment. Especially from such a charming young lady.
Thank you. I mean, you're welcome.
You were married to Miss Dixon for a time, sir. Am I right? Her death must have been a terrible shock.
About as terrible as our marriage. I thank my lucky stars when Noreen divorced me.
Oh. Okay. Well, I think I got you all straight. Oh, gee. This is great. I love the theater. We never could go much when I was a kid. It was a big tree. Big tree. Well, thank you. How Do I Love Thee? It's the name of the play, huh?
It's about Robert and Elizabeth Barrett Browning.
Oh, I love her poetry. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can... Oh, what is that? Makeup?
Noreen and Chet came out during intermission and did a makeup transformation into their characters' later years.
Yes, I did it down stage left, and she sat over there.
Right here in front of the audience. Huh, isn't that something? What is this?
It's for the neck. Noreen was very proud she had to wear it. She had very few wrinkles for a woman her age.
I saw about this once on TV, how they do this. They stick it on with this, here. Spirit gum, they call it. That's got kind of a strong smell, huh? You take this, you put it on the rubber thing, and then you stick the rubber thing on your neck.
Detective, I wouldn't put that on.
I'll be very careful.
You may have an allergy to spirit gum. A lot of people do.
Thanks. I can't afford allergies.
Detective, please don't.
Why not, Miss McIntyre? Because you know it's dangerous to put this spirit gum on one's neck?
That spirit gum has traces of synthetic arsenic in it, which you've been using to poison Noreen Dixon.
What?
Miss McIntyre, I'm afraid we're going to have to take you downtown for questioning.
I told you I didn't want to kill her.
The medical examiner confirmed there was not enough arsenic to kill her.
It's still attempted murder, Miss McIntyre.
I only wanted her to miss a few performances, the last few previews and opening night.
So you could be reviewed by the critics?
I am 55 years old. My career was never secure, like Noreen's. I still have to worry about my next job.
Well, wouldn't people think it was funny? Miss Dixon missing her opening night like that?
Noreen was famous for what she called her little sinking spells. She pulled them before on opening night.
Let me get this straight. You say you have no hard feelings for Miss Dixon. You just wanted to help your career by poisoning her.
All right. You'll find out sooner or later. I didn't kill her. But I hated Noreen Dixon more than I've ever hated anyone in my life. We met when we were both ingenues back in summer stock. In one play, I had the lead. She was my sister. We had a big emotional scene where she had to slap me. On dress rehearsal, she accidentally forgot to take off her ring. It cut my face all the way to the eye. I went to the hospital, and Noreen went on in my place.
You don't think she did that on purpose?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Millions of people love Noreen Dixon. But they never knew what she really was.
Okay, so the understudy has an airtight for the time of death. This producer could have pushed Noreen Dixon off that catwalk.
Forensics didn't find anything to prove she was pushed.
They didn't find anything to prove she wasn't.
The producer does make a fortune due to Miss Dixon's death. You think she's the type to kill for money?
Vito! No, Vito, be careful with that backdrop. It cost a mint, and I want to use it again. Oh, hello, ladies. I can give you exactly 5 minutes of my time. Ooh, love the coat.
This is a homicide investigation, Miss Thackeray.
Well, you arrested Jean McIntyre. I thought it was over.
She was charged with felonious assault and released on bail. There's no actual evidence that she killed Miss Dixon.
I see. So, I'm a suspect again.
We found out something quite interesting, Miss Thackeray. You had trouble insuring this production, did you?
Every company in town knows about Noreen Dixon's reputation. Apparently, you had to settle for a policy with a special clause in it. You weren't covered if she got sick. The only way you could cash in on your play, if it failed to open, was if Miss Dixon died.
In case you've forgotten, I accounted for my whereabouts at the time of Noreen's death.
Yes. Your original statement, you said you went to Sardi's to have lunch with your accountant.
And he confirmed it.
The waiter said that you were gone from the table when the salad was served. And the stage doorman remembers you're coming back here.
Well, I'd forgotten my appointment book. That's why I came back.
Uh-huh.
Did you see Noreen Dixon when you came back?
No, but, well, I could hear her going over her lines in the orchestra pit. I knew better than to bother her.
What's that?
Well, Noreen had a tendency to, scream at people.
You didn't like her very much, did you?
Our relationship was a legend in show business. Everybody knew we loathed each other. Years ago, Noreen broke up my marriage. Well, that particular husband, I happen to love very much. A month after the divorce, Noreen dropped him. I think she did it deliberately.
Why?
Oh, Noreen loved making people miserable.
Miss Thackeray, we'll probably want to be talking to you again later, so you'll certainly let us know if you have to leave town.
Certainly. Certainly. Oh, well, I wasn't the only one who could have cheerfully killed Noreen. Almost everyone I know had something against her. Tom.
Not exactly Miss Congeniality, our Noreen.
Sometimes, Christine, when people are on top, other people get jealous.
Jealous? We've heard things about Noreen Dixon that makes Lady Macbeth look like Mary Poppins.
Maybe you shouldn't believe everything you hear, Christine. Thank you.
I played this part in college.
A saint. Interesting casting.
I was very good. The director was kind of a jerk, but I played all 10 performances. It was my last playing at acting, however.
I feel kind of funny going through her belongings, Christine.
She'll forgive you, Mary Beth, especially if we find out which one of her friends bumped her off.
Come here, look at this.
Look at this here.
My Life Upon the Wicked Stage by Noreen Dixon.
Her memoirs?
Oh,
what?
Let me.
So where are they? Leave a message when you come in, please. Miss Dixon's secretary didn't answer, so I left a message on the writer's machine.
Well, they should all be at the memorial service tomorrow. If the writer and the secretary don't know about the missing memoirs, somebody else will.
Do you have any single friends, Mary Beth? It's not for me, it's for a friend. A male friend. I have to get a date for this guy I know.
Can you tell me anything about this man?
No.
Christine?
I think that my friend would prefer that I remain discreet.
You're asking me to blindly set this fellow up on a blind date?
You don't want to help me? You don't have to help me.
I would like to help you, Christine. You're not giving me much to go on here.
I've called everybody I know. Laura Carter's getting engaged. Nikki Levine just moved back in with her ex-husband, and Julia Barker gave up men for Lent. I'll tell you, women friends, they're a dying breed.
Sure, for somebody who spends their time only with men.
You missed a great musical, babe.
I was not in the mood for Nelson Eddy and Jeanette MacDonald.
You're not gonna wear that stuff to bed.
This is deep cleansing, Harvey. I can't get deep cleansing in 5 minutes. Direction said overnight. About as long as your first marriage.
Mary Beth, I don't know what you want
The
from me.
truth would have been nice.
I told you the truth.
By accident, after 17 years, you think you know a person.
Babe, it never occurred to me to tell you.
Sure, I'm only the second wife.
Damn it, Mary Beth, that didn't mean anything. We were married less than a total of 24 hours.
And then it completely slipped your mind.
Okay, you want to know what it was? It was sex.
Not in front of the baby, Harvey.
That's what it was. We wanted to do it, but we'd have felt too guilty if we weren't married.
Is this supposed to be making me feel better?
Damn it, Mary Beth, we didn't get near a bed. The father caught us before we did anything more than kiss.
Poetic justice.
Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for coming this afternoon.
Would you look at that man? Huh?
And I'm
20
certain
years, he hasn't aged one bit.
My heart of hearts, as dear Noreen used to say, that wherever she is touched and gladdened.
Everybody hated Noreen Dixon so much. How come there isn't an empty seat?
Give the people what they want, Mary Beth. They'll show up for it.
No one more than I know what the passing of our beloved Noreen really means. This sudden emptiness.
Makes you want to throw up, doesn't it? I told Chet I'd write him a eulogy, but no, he insisted on giving his own. Actors.
He could read the phone book. Still the sexiest man in the world.
Will you please?
So you said you wanted to know about Noreen's memoirs, hmm?
Celebrate her life.
Have you seen them?
Oh, no, Noreen wouldn't let anybody read them. She took them with her everywhere, though, scared poor Chet to death.
And her greatest qualities always came out in the littlest ways. For instance...
Scared Mr. Gardner?
Well, for 20 years, she threatened to tell a secret to the world. Every time Noreen wanted to get Chet, she just hauled out those precious memoirs that supposedly told all.
Told all what?
You're kidding. I thought everybody in New York knew, even if they didn't in Peoria. Noreen and Chet were married in name only. He's as gay as the 1890s.
With regal grandeur, she stepped out of that limousine, and with a wave of her hand, she stopped that traffic cold. I thought, this is a true lady. Sergeant, there were times I could have annihilated Noreen. But I am an actor, and I don't do such things in real life any more than you do.
You and Miss Dixon went back a long ways, didn't you, Mr. Gardner? Your first picture together, Broadway Babies, 1950. Am I right?
Much as I hate to admit it, yes. Look, I'll tell you our whole sordid story over a pot of tea. Please make yourselves comfortable.
Oh, thank you.
Another fantasy down the tubes. Still, he has nice eyes, don't you think? Hey, Mary Beth, look at this. Come here.
Oh,
Come here.
this is another secret. I'm not so sure I want to know.
Remember when Chet Gardner said he didn't steal Noreen's memoirs?
Yes.
How do you think he's going to explain that?
My Life Upon the Wicked Stage by Noreen Dixon. That's kind of coincidental, isn't it, Christine? It's like something out of an Agatha Christie book.
Yeah, sweetheart. Be with you in a minute. Yes, honey. Hi.
Thank you. But what is all this? Where is everybody?
The boys are at my mother's. Alice is asleep.
Feeling pretty guilty, aren't you, Harvey?
Huh?
You went to a lot of trouble here.
I'm trying to make up, Mary Beth.
Is this what worked on your first wife?
For crying out loud, would you leave it alone? You've been mad longer than I was married.
Not the marriage, Harv. It's the deceit.
Okay, so I didn't tell you. But I could have kept a lot worse secrets from you, Mary Beth. I could have been an axe murderer. I could have been a slumlord. But no, I made a bigger mistake. I got married once for one day. And now I'm gonna have to be crucified for it the rest of my life.
Harvey?
Here, you eat the dinner. I'm going out.
Harvey, wait a minute.
You know, it could have been a lot worse, Mary Beth. I could have worked for the CIA. Cagney.
Morning, Lieutenant.
Tell me what's going on.
Beg your pardon?
My date. Have you found her yet?
Lieutenant, you know, if you'd just given me more notice, I...
Oh, yeah, I understand.
I tried.
Oh, yeah, sure. No, I understand. Thanks. Maybe I should talk to his Becky. The other day I overheard him raving about some female musician friend of his, Cheryl Carey.
Sherry Carey?
Yeah, you know her?
She's a stripper who plays the accordion, Lieutenant.
Wouldn't make the right impression.
What is this event you're supposed to go to, anyway?
Well, it's sort of a celebration, you know? My son, my kid, David, he's managed to put together enough money to buy into a restaurant.
Why did you take Thelma?
Cagney, remember I told you about this woman that I wanted to take, but she had other plans? That was Thelma. She's going already with an airline pilot that she's been dating. Thin and tall, with a lot of hair.
Certainly not my type.
Didn't used to be Thelma's.
Lieutenant, I do know somebody who'd fit the bill.
Oh, yeah?
She's a workaholic.
I can relate to that.
She's fun.
I got nothing against fun once in a while.
Is it a problem if she works in the department?
Hell no. No. What precinct is she in?
14th.
Serious?
Every now and then.
That's just great. Cocktails start at 6 o'clock. And then a buffet dinner after that. I'll pick you up, okay?
Okay.
Cagney, you know, you don't have to do this.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, sir, and she had received the advance and everything was... But you never saw any of the actual manuscript ever. All right. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
What was that all about?
Noreen Dixon's publisher. He says Noreen Dixon never turned in any of her memoirs.
Maybe she was holding out till they were all finished.
Or maybe she never started. Lab findings on the ashes from the fireplace, negative for ink.
You mean the whole thing was blank?
Except for the title page. Somebody only wanted us to think they were the missing memoirs.
I didn't kill her. I swear I didn't.
Either way, we could take you in for obstruction.
You burned those memoirs.
Fake memoirs. Fake! She carried around blank pages and tantalized everyone with them for 20 years.
So you burned the blank pages and the title page, and you planted them in Chet Gardner's apartment.
Now look, Chet has to be the killer. I was sure that once you were onto him, Chet would confess.
Mr. Weber, if you had reason to believe that Chet Gardner was guilty, why didn't you come forward?
Because I didn't think you'd believe me. And I have written enough mysteries to know what it takes to convict someone, and I don't have that kind of proof. But I know how he did it. Noreen was rehearsing in the pit. She wouldn't hear Gardner sneak up on her. He knocks her out, and then he throws her over his shoulder, just like he did with LaFleur in Pirates Cove. And then he climbs up a ladder, and he walks across the catwalk, and then he throws her off.
Isn't Chet Gardner a little old for that, Mr.
Weber?
Chet Gardner's in very good shape.
Oh, that's very funny, Eric. I didn't know you did comedy.
I don't find murder very amusing.
Neither do I. But the idea of Chet Gardner climbing into the fly loft? You should look up from your typewriter more often.
What are you talking about?
Chet Gardner is afraid of heights.
What?
That isn't true. Trust me, stuntmen live off Chet Gardner. The man gets nosebleeds if he stands on a chair.
So much for that theory.
Maybe you should ask Eric why he's so anxious to prove Chet Gardner killed Noreen. It's a very interesting reason, don't you, Eric? Or maybe you should ask Iris Redfern.
You play your little games with someone else, Gerald Lee. I don't enjoy them.
You care to explain what you just said, Miss Thackeray?
What?
You haven't been very straight with us, neither one of you.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, my partner loves old movies, Miss Redfern. And she remembers that Noreen Dixon had played a character named Iris
Mayfield.
Around the time that you were born.
In All My Tomorrows with David Niven.
So we did some checking. And we found out that you, Iris Redfern, are Miss Dixon's niece.
Since when is nepotism a crime?
Nepotism is not, Mr. Weber, but fabrication of evidence is.
You went out of your way to set up Chet Gardner as Noreen Dixon's murderer. Why?
I told you, I thought...
I know what you told us. What you didn't tell us is that you and Miss Redfern are rather involved. Mrs. Thackeray said that Noreen Dixon had forbidden the two of you to see each other. Mrs. Thackeray also told us that you were rather bitter about that. Working night and day for a prima donna aunt who wouldn't let you have a private life of your own?
Maybe bitter enough to kill for your freedom.
Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. Iris couldn't murder anyone.
Why should we believe you, Mr. Weber? You've already lied about Chet Gardner. Setting him up to protect your girlfriend here.
I did not kill my aunt. She was mean and vain and impossible to work for, but she was also the only family I had left. I could never have hurt her. Eric lied to protect me because he knew I didn't have an alibi the afternoon she died. It was a mistake, that's all. Because he loves me. Haven't you ever been in love?
Well, I guess we can scratch them off.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, you saw them, Christine. They're lovers, not murderers.
Oh, you're breaking my heart, Mary Beth. They were lying to protect one another.
Christine, do you really think that those two people murdered Noreen Dixon?
At this point, I think they all could have done it, and probably wanted to.
Cynic. You're a cynic, Christine.
My money's on the producer.
No way. It's got to be Chet Gardner. He's the only one man enough to carry her up to the catwalk.
He's afraid of heights, says Becky.
I think John Wayne's afraid of horses.
Well, maybe it was the playwright, the one who tried to frame him.
And he had a tasty thing going with a niece.
She probably inherits a fat piece of change if it's ruled a homicide.
Yeah, but don't forget the understudy. She tried to poison the old bird.
Where's Miss Marple when we need her?
Wait a minute. Maybe it is like Murder on the Orient Express. Maybe they all did it.
Colonel Mustard did it.
In the library.
With a pipe wrench.
Cut it out. Oh, I would like to remind you people, this is a homicide here. It's not some game. A great star lost her life.
We know that, Mary Beth.
Good, because I couldn't tell. I mean, this may be a lot of fun for all of you, but it wasn't too terrific for Noreen Dixon. You want to play games? Go ahead. Count me out.
What's eating her?
She's a fan. Huh? Too bad there's no butler.
Are we going to work this out or what? How long are you going to continue acting like a teenager, Mary Beth?
Did you love Angela?
Yeah, as much as you could love somebody when you were 16 years old.
That's how old you were the first time. Was she the one?
Yeah, but that was much later. We were supposed to not see each other, so we sneaked off to my brother's place. Romeo and Juliet.
You don't have to tell me all the details, Harvey.
Honey, that was such a long time ago. What Angela and I felt for each other, that was puppy love. It was a warm-up for the real thing.
It wasn't a marriage, Harvey. It was the secrets. I felt like I didn't know you, like I've been with some stranger the whole time.
Honey, I swear I didn't mean to keep any secrets. I had almost forgotten.
I want us to be honest, Harvey. Not like the rest of the world.
I promise. I cross my heart.
So this Angela, was she pretty? We're being honest here, Harvey.
How honest?
Never mind.
Guess now who holds the death, I said. But there the silver answer rang. Not death, but love. I love thee with a love I seem to lose with my lost saints. I love thee with the breath, smiles, tears of all my life. And if God choose, I shall but love thee better after death. Ah! Great stuff.
Morning, Christine. What's going on? I read the play. Yeah, we both read the play. There was nothing in it.
I read Noreen Dixon's copy. It was very illuminating. Come with me. In the scripts we read, there was no mention of suicide.
Elizabeth Barrett Browning didn't commit suicide.
I know it, but Noreen Dixon thought she should have. And in her version of the play, she tore out the last scene and rewrote a whole new one. The only thing missing is the last speech.
The suicide note.
Exactly. That's why she wasn't suicidal when she wrote it. These are just words her character was supposed to say. I told you actresses are weird.
You think the rest of them know about the note?
Theater's a small world.
So, what now? We can't even prove it's murder. Never mind who did it.
I want to look at the catwalk up there. See if forensics missed anything. Why don't you just look around down here?
Right.
Peter Pan.
Your voices come from the orchestra pit.
I'll explain it later, okay? Just get me down from here.
Sure, Chris. Hang on, okay?
This theater plays an acoustical trick. You all thought that Miss Dixon did her rehearsing in the orchestra pit during her lunch hour because it seemed as though her voice were coming from there. But in reality, she was on the catwalk every day. But it sounded as though her voice were coming from the pit.
On the day she died, Noreen Dixon was up there, as usual.
She was rehearsing A very emotional scene. The scene she was hoping Mr. Weber might put in his play.
Which you were all aware of.
Unfortunately, Miss Dixon's got a little carried away with what she was doing, and she leaned her weight against a faulty gate in the railing. The gate swung open. And she fell.
So it wasn't murder.
It was an accident.
It was death by overacting.
God, I am so tired. That was very crazy up there, Christine. Yeah. Chet Gardner would have had his stuntman do it.
Go home, get some rest.
That's what I'm gonna do. A hot bath, stiff drink, and 12 hours of uninterrupted deep sleep. What are you gonna do?
Oh, Harvey's trying to get me to go to the movies. I don't know if I ever want to go to the movies again. Night, Chris.
Night.
Oh, Lieutenant, you look like $1 million.
Thank you.
Have a lovely time, sir.
Thank you, Lacey.
Good night.
Good night. Evening, Cagney.
Lieutenant, hi. You look great.
It's a rental. Nice, huh? To know there's other guys around exactly my size.
Yeah, I was just on my way home to get
Cagney.
dressed. All I need is 45 minutes
Cagney,
tops.
please, listen.
Well, you said, what, cocktails aren't until 6 o'clock, right?
Cagney, I hope you understand, but I changed my mind. I thought, it would be better if I would hack this on my own.
No, you're just saying that because I look tired. You give me a couple cups of coffee and I'll dance all night.
I thought I told you, though, that dragging somebody else to this doesn't make any sense. But I should impress Thelma. Thelma's going to be impressed tonight by our son.
You sure?
Yeah. Now, why don't you get out of here, huh? Go on home, get some sleep.
All right, I will. I was just going to sign this DD-5 that you were waiting for.
Good.
Have a good time, Lieutenant.
Oh, thanks. I intend to.
Great.
You're not mad I made you see her again?
No, sweetheart. I don't know how many times I've seen that picture, not including reruns on TV. And every time my heart breaks.
As long as you had a good time, babe.
Why is that?
What?
That I know all these terrible things about Noreen Dixon, and I see her up on the screen, it doesn't matter. Everything else goes away.
Well, it's magic, babe. All the great ones got it. It's why we keep going back.
Magic.
Yep, and romance. In fact, I've been thinking about that all day long.
Lacey! Mrs. Lacey!
Oh, honey.
Madame? Perfect timing, Jimmy. Magic and romance. Once around a park, Jimmy.
My name's Christine. I'm an alcoholic.
Is that the AA Big Book?
I taught him how to drive, Harvey. The next 8 problems are yours.
Now, this woman has gone 23 years without a drink.
Always liked this place.
I hardly remember it.
Harvey!
me! Talk to me!
I used to be an alcoholic before I became psychotic.
So full of guilt, I'm getting stretch marks. This man does not look like he's ready for the outside world.
How would you like it if your own baby girl was afraid to go to sleep because her uncle was yelling at people who aren't even there, begging to die?
Witness one of those rare moments in the judicial system when everything goes right. Breathe it in, ladies. It's one of those elusive scents you may never, ever witness again.
It's heaven. It smells just like a conviction for 12 counts of armed robbery. I should bottle this fragrance.
Don't market it till the jury comes in.
Mary Beth, I'm telling you, the nose knows. Hey, Harry!
Mr. Fisher, how are you feeling?
Fine, Detective Lacey.
You were a big help to us, and we want to thank you.
That lawyer tried to make me look crazy, but I know what I saw. That guy robbed that liquor store.
You did a terrific job, Harry. Nobody could have done better. Isn't that right, Sergeant?
Great, Harry, just great.
Did we win?
The jury is deciding that right now, and we will call you as soon as we know.
Time to get back to the hospital.
Thank you.
Bye, Harry.
Everybody was pretty decent about Harry.
Yeah, you'd think he was be nice to schizophrenics week.
Come on, ladies. If it had been a key witness, they'd have reduced him to oatmeal. Now, look, I'll give you a call when the verdict's in.
Even so, they couldn't resist dragging out his medical history. What's so funny?
Well, they asked Harry if he's received shock treatments on July 10, 1978.
And he said, I don't remember. What were you doing that day?
Well, hey, if it's good enough for the president.
Think Harry knew what he was saying?
Who knows what goes on inside that poor man's head? We still got time to fall by the DMV.
Why don't we put it off till tomorrow?
Oh, good. I was hoping you'd say that. I want to get home. I got a new lasagna recipe I'm trying. The new dining room set? We're christening the table tonight.
Oh, so the delivery's finally got up their duff, huh?
See this table, Christina.
Great.
Beautiful is not the word for it. It's almost too good to eat off of.
You better get over that fast.
American traditional. I wanted a table like this my whole life. And now with the kitchen all painted. I tell you, we finally decided on a medium peachy pink.
5 times.
And the curtains still work great. The place is really coming together.
Well, see, promotion has its rewards, Mary Beth.
You ought to come out and see it sometimes.
Yeah. Listen, can you drop me off at the Houston Street Center?
Isn't that early for your meeting?
Well, I want to get there early. I'm finally getting around to asking someone to be my sponsor.
Good.
What a drag, Mary Beth. What if she says no? You know, I'm going to be standing there with egg on my face. It's like asking Billy O'Neill to the Sadie Hawkins Street dance and turning me down.
I'm sure she'll say yes.
Now, this woman has gone 23 years without a drink. Can you believe that? I don't know. I like the way she talks, though.
Hiya, Josie.
Detective Lacey, messages. EME, forensics, Harry, and Harry.
Thank you, Sergeant Coleman.
Lacey, if you're having an affair, I think Harry should be a little more discreet.
I'll tell him you said that, Sergeant Coleman.
Oh, you gotta get down on some of this, Ronald. Last batch of the season.
Well, Rockinelli's going south already?
We just say it's gonna be chestnuts and pretzel stands till next summer.
Well, what is the big deal? There's at least 97 places in this neighborhood to get ice cream.
Yeah, if you want that yuppie garbage, but this is the real thing served by a real Italian with a mustache.
And her husband looks Italian, too.
Cheap, Esposito.
I don't know what a mouth is made of.
It's low-cal, no-fat pizza from the Higher Health Center. Not a drop of cholesterol.
Lieutenant, I'm meeting Claudia for dinner in 25 minutes.
Oh, it's light as air. Try a bite.
Those brown things look like burnt pepperoni.
Lacey, come on in here. I got some good news for you.
Sir?
Great, Lieutenant. I'll share some with Claudia. You had a big lunch.
Tell me an upset stomach.
Hubble called. You got your conviction.
That's great, sir. I'll call Harry right now and tell him.
No, stay here. Use my phone. There.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Try a bite of this pizza.
Oh, no, thank you, sir. I got a touch of agita. Big lunch.
Oh.
Well, it does look very appetizing, sir. Pepperoni?
Azuki beans.
Yes? Yeah, I'd like to speak to Harry Fisher, please. He's a patient. Can I leave a message? Yes, tell him Detective Lacey called and tell him we won. Thank you. That's,
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's the Azuki beans.
Mm-hmm.
Not to embarrass you, but to get to know you better, are there any newcomers here tonight with under 30 days of sobriety? Would you like to stand up and let us get to know you a little bit?
My name is Alfred. I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Alfred.
Got 12 days today. I'm starting to feel better.
My name's Ellen, and I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Ellen.
This is my 6th day. I'm gonna keep coming back.
Right. Okay, is there anybody here who's put together 30 days of continuous sobriety? Would you like to stand up? 30 days.
My name's Christine. I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Christine.
Yeah, 30 days today. But actually, this is the second time that I've made the 30 days. I drank after 58 days last time. But who's counting, right? So, I've been told that I have to go to 90 meetings in 90 days. And I gotta tell you, it's a hell of a lot of meetings for somebody with my schedule. But I guess if I'm gonna stay sober.
Okay, is there anybody with 60 days continuous sobriety? 90 days? 6 months. And do we have any anniversaries tonight?
Right in the center, please. You know, Michael, if we take care of it, one day you and your own family will be sitting around this table.
I don't plan on getting married.
Uh-huh. Well, aesthetics are very important to an appetizing meal.
If it looks better, it tastes better. Honey, if Harvey doesn't finish his shopping in time, we eat without him.
This low-cal lasagna is made with whole wheat pasta, no meat, and low-fat cottage cheese.
Honey, it looks great.
Yeah,
Did you see that thing in the paper this morning about the presidential candidates?
I'm gonna read tonight.
Don't bother, it's superficial. Watch that special on TV tonight. It's always better from the horse's mouth.
Glasses on the placemats, please. We'll look at it together, Harv.
Yeah, I mean, how's the country gonna know who to vote for when nobody's ever heard of these guys? You got utility infielders on the Mets who are more famous.
Well, the important thing is what they stand for. How about that lasagna, Michael?
I missed the hamburger part.
Who asked you?
Yeah, well, these guys were so afraid to take a stand on anything, I think they're hoping the other guy gets elected. Abortion, Nicaragua, Star Wars, the economy. Mary Beth, these guys backed off on everything. I think the Republicans are gonna put up another good-looking actor with nuclear cowboy boots.
so. Notice anything different, Harvey?
What happened to the lasagna?
$17 and a half years of rearing and teaching for what? So we can raid Nicaragua?
Could be worse.
What could be worse than a Green Beret gargling in the next bathroom?
I don't know. He could be on dope.
Yeah,
Could have dropped out of school.
yeah.
Tiffany Rinaldi could be pregnant.
These are just could be's, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. No, I did not say that. I said I would do it when I had time.
Thank you.
I've just
If
been
you think
busy.
of anything else, give us a call.
Yes. Yes, I said I understood. Yes. Fine. Bye. It's my sponsor, Joe.
Joe?
It's short for Josephine. I did not pick her for her name. I picked her because she's supposed to be tough.
Is she?
What?
Tough.
Yes, and overbearing and pushy. Sort of like Joan Crawford without the wire hangers. So what'd you get?
Mr. Goddard dropped by a list of the serial numbers on the stolen computers and also his estimated losses, $27,251.
Nice round figure.
So Harvey Jr. shows up at the dinner table last night dressed up like a paratrooper. You know, the whole bit, the camouflage fatigue.
How's Harvey taking it?
You know how he feels.
Yep.
Yep. The kid is changing, Christine.
He's 17 years old, Mary Beth. He's going through a phase. In a couple of weeks, he'll forget about playing soldier, and he'll go back to what really counts for a young man. Chasing women.
You know, Lacey, you should be proud of your son. He's expressing his masculinity in a patriotic way. Especially in today's world, where real men are hard to find. He just wants to do what men were put here for, bringing home the bacon and protecting the nest.
Victor, I'm thinking of running your phone number in the gay personals.
So, tell me more about this Josephine.
Cagney Lacey, get over to East Side General. Your friend Harry Fisher's creating a disturbance.
Lieutenant, he's in a psych ward. Everybody in it's creating a disturbance.
They're trying to discharge him, and he won't leave. If you can fit it into your busy schedule.
Well, get right on it, sir.
What about the computer heist and the hot car ring?
The hospital doesn't want him arrested. You two got a relationship with him, and they want your cooperation.
Yes, sir.
Great. After that, we can put in a couple of hours as crossing guards.
No. Oh, good.
Harry, what's happening?
Detective Lacey, tell them they are not supposed to do this.
Do what, Harry?
They're going to kick me out.
Harry, stand up and talk to me. Stand up.
I keep telling them, but they will not listen to me.
Harry, we've gone through this before. You're gonna be fine.
No, I am not gonna be fine. I'm not. Help me, please. I helped you, right? I went to court. Now you've got to help me.
Doctor, this man does not look like he's ready for the outside world.
Can we speak privately?
Wait, where are you going?
It's okay, Harry. She's gonna be right back.
He helped the people of this city get a criminal off the streets.
That's why we kept him 3 extra weeks. This man was your witness. He received extra care because we chose to give your department every consideration.
We owe him that.
And now you can show us a little consideration by helping this man transition out instead of shoving him back on us.
Harry, listen to me. It's gonna be okay.
Oh. I just can't go back out there. You talk to them. They'll listen to you. Make them take me back. Okay, that's a good idea. If you do, I know.
Slow down, Harry. I know it seems that it's a lot worse than it really is. I'll bet you it's all gonna get worse.
No.
His symptoms are stabilized. We have to give his bed to somebody who needs it more.
But he doesn't feel he's ready.
It's natural for him to be agitated about leaving. It's a stressful time for these people. Look, a patient is treated for an allotted time and released, providing he's of no danger to himself or the community.
And nobody ever gets released because of, say, overcrowding?
I know that you're scared, Harry. And change is a very scary thing. But all of us are capable of doing things we never thought we could do. Trust me. So, Harry, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah. So you're gonna get me the same bed back? Hmm?
And that man is not ready to face the slings and arrows, Doctor.
No, but he is ready for board and care. And his social worker will try to get him into one.
Try?
He's got an appointment. He's set up for medication with an outpatient clinic. It's tough to cut the cord.
Dr. Lincoln to admit it. Dr. Lincoln to Come on, Harry.
Are you gonna take care of me?
Come on.
All right, Harry, we've got an appointment on Friday at 2:30. Do you have your med card with you?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Don't forget to pick up your meds. Here's your SRO voucher.
What's that for?
I found Harry a hotel in Brooklyn. There's an outpatient clinic nearby.
I don't want to stay in a hotel, and I don't want to go to Brooklyn.
Okay. We can talk about the other options on Friday.
What Harry wants is to go back to the hospital.
I can't be alone.
What are the other options, Miss Torvik?
Friday, I'll see if I can find him a bed in a board and care, but that could take some time.
And if you can't get him in?
Harry, will your sister Diane take you for a while?
She won't let me stay there anymore.
All right. I'm offering you a hotel. Otherwise, you can sleep in the street or stay in a city shelter.
I don't want to go to a shelter. They'll rob me and beat me up.
Harry, would you take it easy? Haven't you shoved enough of these people out into the streets already?
Some people find it safer there.
How about another hospital?
At this point, it'd be easier for me to get him into a board and care.
Look, Miss Torbeck, you work for the city, we work for the city, we help each other out. How about a little professional courtesy here?
You want me to bust my tail to find him another hospital bed?
Well, if it wouldn't put you out.
Okay, Sergeant, but it works both ways. What kind of clout do you have? Can you get us the funding for day treatment centers, outpatient clinics, you know, the community programs that we were promised when they closed down the mental hospitals? That's what I thought.
So what can we do for him?
Take him to the hotel if you've got time and make sure he's taking his meds. I'll try to find him a place in a community residence, and he should be all right.
I don't want to go to Brooklyn. It's too dangerous.
Decisions are rough.
If you have a problem, Harvey, go talk to him.
Oh, you don't have a problem, huh?
I have a water stain on my brand new table.
Mary Beth, we are talking about our son.
Oh, he's the one that probably did it.
So you don't mind the little fascist walking around in lace-up spitshines and Central American jungle fatigues, huh?
I taught him how to drive, Harvey. The next 8 problems are yours.
Harvey, when you were younger, if we disagreed about something, we worked it out. Now all we do is butt heads. Hey, I mean, it's like this uniform. I mean, you know how I feel about that stuff.
Dad, it's just clothes.
Just clothes, huh? Harvey, you think I don't know about this thing? You're forgetting something, pal. I was in the Army. I know what it's about. It's about killing other human beings. It's not like Top Gun with a bunch of pimple faces scoring girls and fly into the wire blue yonder. It's not about that.
Dad, they're clothes. Everybody's wearing them. What's the big deal?
No, I know what this is about. It's like if I say, come home at 11, you come home at 12, just to show me who's boss. Now, you're right. This isn't about clothes. This is about rebellion.
It's always about you, huh?
Okay, you tell me what it's about then. What is it? Tiffany thinks you look sexy in green? Huh? Harvey, talk to me!
Sergeant Cagney, you got a visitor here.
That place that you put me in is terrible. Now, you have to get me into a hospital. I want to talk to Dr. Glenfield.
Hold it!
I...
Right there. Hold it! Sit down.
Oh.
Sit! What is it with you? Every time you come in here, you're always demanding something. Have you ever once said, "Good morning, Sergeant Cagney. How are you feeling today, Sergeant Cagney? What kind of an evening did you have last night, Sergeant Cagney? Huh? No, it's always about you. You never once ever thought to ask about me. I'm going to get some coffee, and we'll start over. Go ahead, your lungs.
How are you feeling today?
To tell you the truth, Harry, I'm a little cranky this morning.
Is that the AA Big Book?
That's enough about me, Harry. Thank you. Now, what can I do for you?
I used to be an alcoholic before I became psychotic.
So I have something to look forward to.
Morning, Christine.
Mary Beth?
Harry, how you feeling today?
Good. How are you? What did you do last night?
I'm fine. Last night, I stayed home, and I made ice milk malteds with my kids.
How are the kids?
They're fine. I have a lot of work to do, Harry. Is this important?
There's something wrong with my hotel.
What is wrong?
There's roaches.
Harry, this is New York City. There's roaches everywhere. Oh. I know it's not the greatest hotel, but it's only for a few days.
Oh, please. I just don't want to stay there,
well,
okay?
tell you the truth,
I can't be alone, please.
You take your medication today? I know this is a stressful time for you, Harry, but you have got to go and get your medication.
No.
Go to the clinic, Harry.
You can't tell me what to do. I'm a man.
Be a man, Harry. Go and get your medication.
Hey, you can't bully me.
Go. You cannot stay here, Harry.
What?
Go.
Go. You go. Oh, never mind. Well, I didn't ask you that, all right?
Extra bold.
Nobody asked me.
Fine. Yeah, you have a nice day, too.
Oh, I feel so guilty throwing him out like that.
Some people need it.
Is everything okay?
Who does she think I am? Some kid or something? She's been my sponsor one day, and already she's calling me up asking me if I did my homework.
Did you?
That is not the point. She wants me to use a yellow magic marker to highlight every cliche in the big book.
You said you like them tough and overbearing.
I do, but not nudgy. What's the matter with you,
You don't know anything, do you?
Is this your
go crazy.
I didn't do anything, did I?
This lunatic comes barging out of the building, knocks me and my double dip to the sidewalk. No. Then he starts yelling at me, so I grab him, and here we are.
I didn't do it. It was somebody else. Let me go.
Vito, it was an accident.
Do you know what's underneath this chocolate ice cream?
No, I don't.
Bernard King's autograph. I got it the night he scored 55 points.
Against the Nets? That was a great game.
Oh, forget the game. This is your fault. He's your responsibility.
What are we supposed to do?
Well, I don't know. Let's get him off the street. Why don't we just lock him up and put him in jail?
That's what he wants. That's some attitude, Esposito. A person gets ice cream on your jacket and they should be put away?
Wrong. Somebody gets ice cream on my dick jacket. They should be taken out and publicly executed. But hey, I'm a compassionate guy. All I want is this fruitcake locked up.
I didn't do anything. He's a liar. I was in group.
Get a grip on yourself, Harry. You're not making sense.
What's happening to me? Why are you all against me? You're just not letting me live.
Yes, detective? We've got to straighten this out right away. All right, you stay with him. I will go call his social worker and get hold of his sister. Certainly, Sergeant. Let's go, Harry. Come on, here we go. Step down from there. He's gone, Harry. He's gone. Come here. Relax. Take a few deep breaths and relax. Breathe out. Relax. Sergeant Cagney is contacting your sister. What are you... Oh, don't do that. That's terrible. Give me that. Come here. Come on here with me. Come here.
Oh, no. Well, you can't put me in jail. You think I robbed that liquor store. I was in group.
I know that, Harry. You just wait in there and read a magazine.
And I made my own bed even though it wasn't my job. I told him, but it didn't matter, of course.
Read a magazine. I got a work address. Detective Carrasa, would you look after Mr. Fisher here, please?
You got it.
I like this. This is not going well. It's not going well.
He doesn't understand what's going on. I don't understand what's going on. I had an eyewitness to a simple armed robbery. Now I'm a social worker and a mother.
Well, don't look at me. I'm just not here, okay? So don't look at me.
The man put himself through a lot of emotional stress to help us out. Mary Beth, don't give me guilt. I'm Catholic. I'm over my limit now. Let's just find your sister, and we'll get back to the job we're paid for. Okay? Sergeant.
Mrs. Pace, about your brother?
What's happened now?
Your brother served as a witness for us on a robbery case. We're very grateful to him. We wanted to let you know he was released from Eastside General yesterday, in case you want to see him.
I know. I keep track of him.
Did you know he's sitting in a holding cell because he doesn't have any place else to go?
Well, if he was just discharged from the hospital, he's got his social worker, he's got his medication, he's got his SSI check and a place to stay.
But he doesn't seem to have any family.
Don't be so sure you got me all figured out. I took care of my big brother for years.
But he's still your brother, Mrs. Pace.
Thanks for the reminder, but I don't need one. Every time Harry had a problem, Diane was there. In and out of hospitals, mental health offices, medical clinics, Diane was there.
And he needs you again, temporarily.
Diane, where are those pants?
Look, Harry lived with me until he broke my marriage up, okay? I can't do it anymore. I can't.
Yeah, we need 2 more sets of pants on me. I don't know where
Oh, I don't blame the sister.
I didn't say I did, but what happened to family is everything.
She tried her best. People have only got so much in them.
You know, Perry had his picture taken on Nancy Reagan's lap. Everybody'd be helping.
When he takes his medication, he's stable.
Yeah, but he isn't taking it.
It's no longer our responsibility.
You turned this place into a muffler shop?
Look, I can't readmit Harry unless something drastic happens. Do you arrest a criminal before he commits a crime?
Harry's not a criminal. Do we wait till he self-destructs?
Okay, Sergeant, you win. Show me who to kick out of bed to make room for Harry.
Doctor, show me how living out in the street is going to help him get any better.
I'm not going to defend the system. We just don't have the funding. And the bottom line is Harry is not dangerous.
Section 10611 of the Patrol Guide states that, quote, any police officer can physically bring in a person for psychological evaluation if he's a threat to himself or others, unquote. I want to set up a competency hearing.
On what grounds are you making this request?
Assaulting a police officer.
No way, not in this lifetime. Look, what you witnessed was a little Latin passion. I'm not having it on my record I busted a guy for assault with a deadly ice cream.
Manny, it doesn't have to go on your record.
I'll get out of town. I'm going to be the laughing stock of the whole squad room. Look, Sarge, I'm going to take back everything I say. Let's just get the guy out of the cell.
Esposito, what about Bernard King's autograph? This man is a threat to sports history. Now listen to me. Come here. Why don't you just think about it overnight, all right? In the interim, we'll have the jacket cleaned for you, and then we'll talk again tomorrow. At that time, you decide. All right?
All right.
Cagney Lacey, in my office.
Sir?
I was walking past the holding cell and I heard a very interesting debate going on in there.
We get all types in here, sir.
There's only one person in that cell.
Lieutenant, we've been...
Hold it a second. This is not a reprimand. Going through so much trouble to help a person with this kind of a problem is very commendable.
Thank you, sir.
However, last time I looked, this was still a police station, not the Department of Social Services. Also, I seem to recall something about it being illegal to hold a person who hasn't committed a crime.
He did attack Esposito, Lieutenant.
I'm not even going to address that.
Sir, we arranged a competency hearing for him tomorrow afternoon. He needs a place to stay. It's one night.
Harry made the case for us, Lieutenant.
War in the night shift.
Thank you.
It all comes down to economics.
That's what I've been telling you, babe.
People are wandering the streets. People like Harry are joining the homeless in droves. Do we build more mental health clinics? No.
No, we order up a couple of more bombers. That's our country's priorities. That's the example we've been setting for our children.
Bob, what's happening with our kid has nothing to do with the national budget.
I wouldn't be too sure about that. Hey, babe, those are my weekend pants.
Honey, if you wear these one more time, I'm going to have to arrest you for indecent exposure.
Would you like a drink before dinner?
I'll have a club soda, please.
Oh, the same, thanks.
You don't have to do that on my account. If you want a drink, go ahead and have one.
Don't, Larry. I will, when I want to.
Okay.
I always liked this place.
I hardly remember it.
How'd your meeting go tonight?
I want to finish telling you about Harry. Okay, so we're trying to arrange a competency hearing for him so we can get him back in the hospital.
Where is he now?
In a holding cell.
You're amazing. What about the man's rights?
We're trying to help the guy out.
By locking him up in jail? Can you do me a favor, huh? If I get in trouble, don't help me out.
David, do you know anything else besides the March of the Bleeding Hearts?
Thanks to the Bleeding Hearts, you made your case. It's the ACLU who fought to allow testimony from the disabled.
I'm trying to show my fellow man a little compassion. Don't bust my chops for it.
Maybe you don't have all the answers.
You sound just like Joe.
Who?
My sponsor.
When did that happen?
Never mind.
Welcome back.
He dropped dead.
Just like old times, huh? Good argument, good steak. Maybe later, some good...
Knock it off, David. It's not your night.
So I had 3 little sips of rum, and I woke up in the morning without my panties.
Okay, I'll bite. What happened then?
I don't know, Harvey. 2 days later, somebody sent them in the mail to my mother, and she grounded me for 6 weeks.
That sounds like a light sentence to me, Mary Beth.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you never did anything stupid when you were in the Sportsters.
Yeah, dumb stunts were our middle name. I remember once we played Russian roulette. No, not for real. We just called it that. We had this argument about who had the coolest DA, so we decided to draw cards to decide. High card had the best. Low man got his head shaved.
You lost?
I looked like a cue ball for weeks.
You have a picture, Harvey. Don't tell me you don't have a picture. How come you never showed me that picture, Harvey?
There's instructions in my will on where to find it. Oh, babe, the way I see it, there are 4 stages of adolescence. There's obnoxious, very obnoxious, horrible, and horribly obnoxious. Our son's already reached the top.
You think there might be a stage after horribly obnoxious?
Yeah. Putting him up for adoption. Hey, Beth, does this mean I have to keep track of your underwear?
I would really like to see that picture, Harvey.
How much?
Here, let me do this here. I'll do it. You watch. See? And there's another one. And there's another one.
Oh, my.
They don't make real gyms anymore where fat people can go and grunt and sweat. Nowadays, it's just fancy health clubs with skinny people dancing in leotards.
I never could understand this health club. A body should be like a house. You build it once, you forget about it.
You know, I went to a health club that, as Becky recommended, I couldn't even keep up to the women there. Just sat there and watched all the svelte people and got depressed.
Thank you. Good morning, sir.
Oh, good morning, Lacey.
I figure 15, 20 pounds.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever she's doing is working.
Thank you.
The depression led to hunger. And hunger led to a trip to the 2nd Avenue Deli, where I polished off a pastrami on rye. And 2 knishes.
Well, the competition sure keeps the pressure on.
Morning, Christine.
Morning.
Where's Harry?
Right. I'm going upstairs, see if Night Shift left him up there. Hey, Esposito, is Harry up there?
No.
What'd you do, let him go?
No, he was gone when we got here.
What happened to him?
No, that's Coleman.
Esposito, see, the jacket looks great.
Oh, yeah, the jacket's spotless. They got out the chocolate. They even got out that old ink stain.
The old ink stain?
Yeah, Bernard King's autograph.
You know what I say, Lieutenant? Fat people are a forgotten breed.
Thin is overrated.
Oh, excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, Sergeant Coleman, where is Harry?
Oh, the night shift sent him to Bellevue. He was hallucinating last night. He banged his head on the wall.
Did they admit it?
No, it was a zoo over there. They sedated him, but he wandered off. Oh, I got a ballistics
He what?
report for you.
We have a hearing this afternoon.
Hey, these things happen.
East Side General or the hotel?
He hates the hotel. He'd go to East Side before he'd go back there.
We only got till 1 o'clock.
So full of guilt, I'm getting stretch marks.
Chris.
So how's life at boot camp?
Barb says insanity is hereditary. You get it from your kids.
Central to car 21.
21K.
Your squad informed Central that your missing person has been found by a uniform in allotted Avenue B and 7th. Will hold pending your arrival.
21-10-4. Thank you, God. Let's go. Out of the way!
He was mugged, apparently. The only thing he had left was your card.
Is he all right?
There's a cut over his eye and some bruises. He seems doped up, but he claims he's all right.
Hey.
Thank you.
Harry, are you okay? Are you okay?
I feel so good.
What happened, Harry?
They stole my shoes.
They must have doped him up at Bellevue. Come on. Come on, Harry. Out we go. Okay.
I want to go to the hospital.
Now, we're taking you to a hearing. Let's get it cleaned up first.
And ruin the effect? We're buying some sneakers on the way. Come on, Harry.
Watch your step.
Go to the hospital.
Okay, Harry. How can they say the man is not in danger? He looks like he fell into a blender.
I like the $5 words. Transitory situational stress. A temporary condition that will improve.
Huh, it's great. Couldn't get any worse.
I don't like this any better than you do. There are thousands of people out on the street who don't belong there.
Miss Torvik, we work a lot of cases too, but this one here has a face.
Okay. Okay, I'll see what I can do. Give me a few days. See you, Harry.
Where are you going?
Back to my office.
What are we supposed to do? Just walk away and leave him here?
Yes.
Don't do this to me. I already told you I can't.
Ma'am, we're only asking for a few days.
The social worker's doing everything she can to get him another bed.
And what if she can't? What, are you gonna take him in? Hell no. Every time the system can't handle him, they push him back on me.
That's your brother you're talking about.
Each time, I hoped it would be different. Maybe this time he'll keep his appointments. You have no idea what it's like when he doesn't take his medication.
Ma'am, we do understand.
No, you don't. I have a child. How would you like it if your baby girl couldn't go to sleep because her uncle is in the living room shouting at people who aren't even there? Or who is begging to die? And her playmates won't come over because of some tortured man in the apartment who keeps pacing back and forth? I won't do it. I want my child to grow up in a normal home.
I'm not trying to deny that, but geez, lady, he's your brother.
I know who that is. It's someone that I grew up with and that I love very much. And if I didn't have a baby, I'd do anything you ask. But I'm a mother. I have a child.
Go on in. Harry, it'll be all right. Go on. We'll be checking with you.
Don't leave me.
Let's go, Mr. Irvin.
Please. Please.
You can't go with us, Harry. Go inside.
Don't leave me.
look in on them tomorrow.
Right.